Hey y'all, we're Tanya, Dave, Brady, and Bailey. We've been living and traveling in our Winnebago Ekko named Desert Snow for almost 3 years now. We've traveled to well over 35 states, creating amazing adventures. Hey, hit that subscribe button and join us on some wild rides. Plus, the kitties will thank you. Grab a drink and a notebook as we swap our cozy van life for 7 very different RVs.
So a lot of you know, Dave and I have been living in our small Winnebago Ekko camper van for over a year now. And these guys too. Right, Brady? Oh, you too. You've been living in it just like us. And during that time, we've all traveled to over 30 states and we've seen some pretty incredible places. Oh, and if you knew how much money we spent on gas, y'all, it would flip your bird. And we've always wondered what it would be like to live in an RV, travel around the country, and not have to worry about gas. Well, we actually get that shot. So Winnebago has given us their very first all-electric RV. Yes, so Dave, the kitties, and myself, we're gonna be moving in from Desert Snow into the brand new electric RV to see exactly what that is like. I'm very excited. I know Dave's excited. The kitties, I'm not so sure just yet, but let's move in.
Since we've been living in Winnebago's first all-electric RV now for several days, we thought it was a great time to give you a full tour of the van and also show you how we live in it. And of course, you guys know we're going to compare this van to our current Winnebago Ekko, and could we see ourselves living full-time in this all-electric camper van? And I know Tanya is really excited to share with you what it's like on the inside.
Oh, I am excited, but first I need to clean up. Shoot, David, you take care of showing them the outside first.
All right. So while Tanya gets things cleaned up on the inside, I'll show you some of the cool stuff here on the outside. And make sure you guys stick around till the end, because we're gonna let you know how far this goes on one charge. Now this is on a Ford Transit chassis, and our Ekko is also on a Ford Transit chassis, which we love because we love the EcoBoost gas-powered engine. Now this Transit, and this is where you plug in the chassis battery. Now the chassis battery generates 67 kilowatt hours of power, but that's not the only battery in the van. Now this is a house battery which powers a living area of the rig, and it generates 15 kilowatt hours of power. Now, unfortunately, I had to measure it in 2 takes because I only have a 16-foot tape measure, but the actual length of the van is just under 20 feet. And in comparison to our Ekko, which is 23 feet, that 3 feet makes a huge difference in terms of driving and also the ability to park in regular spaces. Wait a second, do you guys see any storage out here? You see any? Let's check the other side. Yep, see that? There's none on this side either. Yes, unfortunately there's no outside storage, and that's actually something we really love about the Ekko. We have tons of outside storage, and so you'll probably need to invest in some third-party solution to try to get some more storage on the outside. Now, speaking of storage, there is some storage through this back entrance right here. Now this is pretty much the main garage space of the electric RV, and for us it's actually a great home for the litter. This area actually opens up to the inside so the kitties can actually go back and forth into that litter when they need to. You can see there's actually some additional storage over here. Not a ton of space, but we put in our power cords in there, some tools, some other things as well. And then over here, what looks like storage is actually all the water controls. And you can see you can take an outside shower here if you'd like as well. But it also shows where you put the water in for the intake for your fresh water tank. Up on the roof, you have 500 watts of solar. Now that compares to 455 watts on our Ekko. Real quick before we go inside, because I think Tanya's ready for us, you'll notice that the all-electric RV has no awnings. And on the Ekko, we actually have 2 awnings, and one standard one and our Batwing, and we definitely love the Batwing awning, so we will miss not having an awning on this rig for sure.
Well, welcome to the inside of Baby Blue, all electric RV. So we're gonna start from the front and kind of work our way back. Let's go. So first of all, our captain seats are turned around and both of them have the kitty blankets because we're living in them. And what we do like in this rig is that the fact that both captain seats do turn around. So it's nice to be able to have that extra space in such a small space. Now, one thing that this has that we don't have is the larger screen. So it's on the Ford Transit chassis, both this and our Winnebago Ekko, but this has the newer screen, which is much bigger, a lot more features to show on there, and I really do like this. So this is probably one thing I wish we had in ours that we don't. But what I don't see is the extra cup holder that we do have in ours, which we do enjoy having that because we like extra coffees, water, and smoothies, so there's room for all those in ours. Now, let me show you something that's really cool here that we don't have that I think is a really cool feature for this small spot. Check this out. Really do enjoy having this built-in convertible table. You know, Dave and I actually were both sitting here because the captain seats both kind of turn at an angle. We're both able to enjoy dinner here last night, but it's also great use for work, another space for work, which helps to create that separation of space in such a small space. So I got my coffee, got my computer, got my batteries ready to charge, got my large water. Yeah, I'm all set to get to work. A few more things I want to point out while I'm up here. So this right here is just basically the electronics storage unit. I wish this wasn't here because this could make a great use of cabinetry space. You know, everything is all about space in here. This is, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I think it might be an extra hook to hang things if you need it, like your dish rags or something to that effect. I don't know, or maybe an extra support for the table. I love how they have the built-in sort of the Connex charger right here. So you can charge your phone, lay it right up on top there to get your phone charging without having to plug anything in. Of course, there's a small little window, which is nice for that little fresh air. And then here, which I thought was a cabinet for storage, just like, yay, more storage, is actually just the roof access ports. Has 120 outlets in here. It also has, which is really helpful, the USB-Cs, which is the fast charging, and of course the USBs and a DC connector as well. So you'll see these all throughout, which is really nice. We do have those in ours. We don't have the fast connect, which I wish we did have the fast. Now, one place I really appreciated in our Winnebago Ekko is right up here. These two sections in the Ekko, if you recall from a previous tour, we have storage compartments right in there. So just popping in the essentials that I need to get to pretty much right away on one side, and of course, you know, things on the other side, which are really helpful. So this doesn't have it, but you know, it's a smaller van. I understand it's also not as high as ours, so you kind of have to move things where you need them. All right, so getting to the kitchen, which I really enjoy getting to. So this is a really decent kitchen for such a small space. I like the color schemes that they used here. It's got a deep sink. The countertops are pretty solid for, you know, its material. And I have to tell you, I love this right here. Look how much space I have to be able to prep, do my cooking, but also you don't notice here, which we do have in ours, well, where's the stove? Where is it? There's no propane burners. No, there's no propane. So, in a drawer right off to the side, woo! You got extra counter space here, so more additional prepping. And it does come with an induction cooktop. I like the induction cooktop right there. Boom! Which is what I use in our rig anyway. Which is also nice because, with that being said, there's no propane. There's no waste of propane, no having to find a propane station. It's all in-house, baby. Now I do like the locking mechanisms that they have in here. It almost looks like a traditional handle that you'd find in a kitchen or in a home, but they actually push in to lock these. So when you're driving, you have these right here, which are great. And you'll find those in different locations, different drawers throughout. And they're soft closing, which is nice. And then lock and latch. And I think that is super handy to make you feel like you're really in a home on wheels. So let's talk about the storage first before we get into the bathroom. So it's really nice that they're actually using I like this. I like the fact that they have the hydraulic hinges in here, which we don't have in ours. Ours are basically the ceiling magnets, which have a tendency to come out because they're so strong and grip that it loosens the screw that rips out from the ceiling. So it's nice that they don't have those here. The decent quality material that they did use on these cabinets, which is really nice. Again, the color scheme works really well to make it feel bright and airy. And of course, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 on this side, 2 larger ones right behind you, and I'll show you in a second. But you can just store a lot of things in here, and that's basically what you have to look forward to. You don't have much storage on the outside, so you gotta really adjust and make do on the inside. So for me, that is a big win for us in the Winnebago Ekko, is that we living in it, you know, full time for us, you need the storage. It's really important. So you could probably adjust and live a little bit more minimalistically. I don't think so. But it's nice. Now, something we really enjoy in this Class B that we do not have in ours is a one system control panel that allows you to control and monitor things from your fresh water, your gray water, even the refrigerator temperatures, your AC, your lights, all in one hub, which for us, we don't have that. And also it has allowances to be able to control this through your mobile device as well. So you can go off and do your thing, and you might get an alert if you're not too far off that, hey, your refrigerator door is open, temperatures are dropping, get back and close it before dinner is spoiled for everybody. Welcome to the bathroom. One thing I want to point out about the bathroom before Dave steps in and talks about the toilet situation is that I like the fact that this bar is removable. So you have your shower curtain like so. Ta-da! And if you want to really have a nice shower without getting things, you know, hitting on things, you can remove this bar. There you go. Now it's a shower. Singing in the shower like showers, shower. Yeah. Dave is going to talk about the toilet, which is a little different than ours.
That's right. Back to toilet duty for Dave.
Toilet
Here
duty.
we go. All right, so it is a cassette toilet, and so of course in the Ekko, it's a cassette toilet as well. The difference though, this is a removable cassette toilet, and you'd actually, to actually empty the cassette, which is 5.5 gallons, you have to take it out of here and bring it outside through here, out this way. Whereas in the Ekko, of course, you come from the outside and slide that cassette retainer out from the outside. So quite a bit different. Now, similar size in terms of capacity. But from a shower standpoint, you can actually take this out if you want, move the toilet outside if you want to have an outside toilet, and have the whole space to shower in.
Ooh, making it a really big shower. Yeah. And I'll tell you, one thing I like about this, you guys, I can fit on this perfectly when I'm sitting down. There's no awkward positioning to have to take a tinkle. It just works.
And I will say, it's definitely not as high as it is in the Ekko.
Yeah, Dave can't stand up in this one.
And also, in terms of taking a shower, there's no, in the Ekko, you have instant hot water.
Yes.
Here, you only have a 2.5 gallon hot water tank, effectively, based on electric heat. So it's going to be a quick shower.
So you might be wondering about the fridge situation. I will tell you, I love our refrigerator and the Ekko way better than this Dometic here. This is a tiny, tiny refrigerator, so you really got to make use of space in here. It does have a freezer, so you can still get your ice cream when you want it in there, but that's the space you got. And as a woman that likes to cook, I need I need supplies, and this here is definitely made for a college dorm.
Hi everybody, welcome to our bedroom space. This is awesome. This is something that we do not get in our Winnebago Ekko because, one, we don't have access to a back view like what you're about to see in just a second. But this is a full on bed, almost like a full queen, and it could be a single or a full. We'll show you that transformation in just a second, but it is so convenient right now. I mean, seriously, comfortable. Obviously, one person has to adjust to the other person having to climb over them all night long to use the restroom, But boy, can you not see how big and comfortable this bed is? I love it. And of course it comes with 2 night lights right here, so we both have individual controls over the lights if one person wants to stay up a little bit later and enjoy the beautiful book reading, whatever you want to call it. But I'll tell you, nothing right now beats the view behind you. I mean seriously, take a look at this. That view, everybody. Woo! That is the view I get outside of my window every morning. That's a handsome view.
Oh, well, thank you, baby. While Tanya's getting the dining area set up, I just want to quickly point out that there are no dualies in the back of this rig. Of course, our Ekko does have dualies, just given the overall size and weight, and we certainly would prefer to have the single tires like this. So that is definitely a bonus here for this vehicle.
So Bailey asked me to point out to you guys, this right here, this is a grate that's attached by a magnet and a couple of posts on the bottom, but it's removable. So when we're not driving, this is out so that the cats have their creative space right in here as well. And of course, when we're driving, it's just as easy as sliding it back into the grooves that are on the floor there, like that, and attaches to magnets, just like that. So Bailey and I have already taken liberty of setting up the dinette table for us for dinner, which I have to tell you, it's a very easy table to set up. The bed is very easy. All you do is flip it over. It's like a 3-point mattress here. The sheets are still on, so when we unfold this, it's very easy. Now there's an extension bracket here. You can briefly see it's behind these seats here. This pulls out. It's called the Zoomy. It pulls out, latches to the floor, allowing you to extend the bed, obviously making it a full bed for more support. But this is the dinette table. What's really cool though, it has the flexibility so you can slide out. Okay, you need to get out. There you go. If it's just you here, great. If you want to create more long way, you can. So it just has like a lot of flexibility, which is really nice. Or this Lagoon dinette table. What I don't like about the table is I don't feel it's as sturdy as it should be on one side. And that might just be something they're working on in the future. I'm sure that may change. Or if you're handy like some folks in the industry, you can go ahead and make your own. Make it more appealing to your lifestyle and to fit your needs. But that's the dinette table in a nutshell. You can see it's really comfortable seating here, comfortable seating over there where Dave will be sitting, and it's just a very convenient place to lounge, which we don't have this in our Winnebago Ekko. That's the one thing I wish we did have, is a little bit more comfortability to lounge, to make it feel like you're create a separation of space, especially if you're living in the vehicle. So definitely like it. Comfortable, right, Bailey?
Do you agree, Bailey?
Do you agree?
Bailey, you agree?
So Dave, let's tell everyone, how far can you go in this RV on one full battery charge?
Right now, on one full battery charge, it's 108 miles, right? Which doesn't sound that much,
no,
but it is improving. And so our hope, and I know Ford and Winnebago are really expecting this over time as they improve on technology, that future models will definitely get much higher than that.
Absolutely. Welcome to our new camper van, y'all.
A converted 4x4 Sprinter van.
Yeah, it's really designed for overlanding, and guess what? It's our first time ever in a Sprinter van.
I'm gonna prove to you, girl, I ain't messing wrong with your heart. You'll be my one love.
And just real quick, because it's still too fresh for Tanya to talk about right now, and I want to explain why we're in the Sprinter van at the moment. And that's because recently, and many of you have maybe seen this from our previous videos, we were in an accident in our current rig, Desert Snow, which is a Winnebago Ekko camper van. And the van is in now at the collision repair shop for significant repairs. We don't know yet how long we won't have access to Desert Snow, but we were fortunate to get our hold of this Sprinter van.
And we're gonna give you a full tour of this bad boy right here. But first, y'all, we're in Dixie Hills National Forest. And look, and we're camping right here on Navajo Lake. I mean, can you hear the sounds of the wind? The water crashing on the shorelines? It's absolutely beautiful, right?
Oh no, this place is amazing. It's a true hidden gem, really one of the most underrated national forests in the country. I just think it gets lost between Zion and Bryce, right?
Yeah.
Zion and Bryce, people forget about Dixie National Forest, but this is a place well worth checking out.
Absolutely. You know, we almost didn't want to talk about it because, you know,
Yes.
eventually might get too busy and maybe we'll never find this spot again. I mean, look how beautiful this is.
All right, so without further ado, let's kick off this tour.
Look at that puppy right there.
Now first up, before we have time to take you inside and show you some of the features that we have inside this vehicle, let me talk a bit about the outside's capabilities and also compare it a bit to Desert Snow, our Winnebago Ekko. Now first up, this is a 19-foot converted 4x4 Sprinter van. So it's 4 feet shorter than the Ekko, which makes a huge difference when you're overlanding. You may have seen our overlanding video we shot in Utah recently. We were scraping the back several times. We had to be really careful. This would make it through that in a breeze. And let me show you something else. Now look at these bad boys. These are Falcon Wild Peak tires, similar to what we have on our Ekko, but they're actually larger than the ones we have on the Ekko. And also combined with the lift on this thing, there is just a ton of clearance. I mean, look at that clearance. And just real quick, if you're wondering what this wire is all about, this actually is going to our Starlink Wi-Fi router, which we have plugged in on the inside, which has been amazing for us when we're off boondocking. Now the rig does come equipped with a 30 amp plug for shore power. Now if you are not plugged up on the roof, you have 400 watts of solar power. Now that actually will feed into 200 amp hour lithium system, a Victron system, which we found to be incredibly efficient. You get this out in the sun and it recharges very quickly. Now, while this does have 200 amp hours of lithium batteries, to put this in perspective, our Winnebago Ekko actually has 640 amp hours of a Lithionics lithium battery system. So we have no problems with Winnebago Ekko really getting the power we need on the road. This one, we definitely need to be a little more conscious of how much power we're draining from the rig. Another very important difference between this rig and our Winnebago Ekko is that the Sprinter is a 4x4 diesel vehicle, where our Winnebago Ekko is on a Ford Transit chassis, which is gas EcoBoost engine, gas powered, with all-wheel drive. And I gotta say, the drive in this one is quite a bit different from the Winnebago Ekko. I find the drive in this to be a little bit more kind of truck-like, louder. You know, maybe I'm just biased now because Desert Snow is our home on wheels, and I've gotten so used to the quiet, kind of smooth drive of the Ekko. This drive's a little bit rougher, not necessarily my personal taste, but it definitely has those off-road capabilities. Oh, and one more thing before we go inside, I've got to talk about this wrap. I mean, check this thing out. Black camo wrap. Very cool. But what do you guys think of it? Would you get this on your rig? Let us know in the comments below. All right, so I think it's time for the inside. Tanya, you ready?
The cats and I, yep, we're all ready in here for you. Come on. There is no shame in our game, y'all, and this will definitely look lived in throughout this tour. But I also have to point out, it's gonna make you see how much more we appreciate Desert Snow with a layout like this. So let's just give you a quick old tour of what's going on in here. One thing I will say while I stretch my feet out here in these captain's chairs, both of them turn around. I like that. They both swivel to face each other. But I do like the dash area here, like the screen. We have CarPlay, but the Mercedes-Benz screen, this looks like a little bit of an older version. I think the new ones are a little bigger than this, but I feel like it has just a little bit more modernness to it, and so I definitely like that. But I will also say it's got plenty of storage, as you can see right here and up top, which is great. So always need that little extra storage. Even if it's a small rig, the smaller you go, the more storage you appreciate. Now there's a real treat that I'm gonna share with you guys at the very end of this, so stick around at the end of this tour. But this is the kitchen area, you guys. It's 2 cabinets, obviously with a lock system. It is pack-a-lack with goodies. Okay, pack-a-lack number 1, pack-a-lack number 2. There's the hydraulic hinges in there, which is what we do need to get in Desert Snow. That's one thing I will say. I wish Desert Snow would have some hydraulics, Dave. Dave, maybe some hydraulics. So this is our counter space. Lots of counter space, which I do like. I love the big windows, so you are kind of enjoying whatever the view is on the outside. It's great to see that there. We, of course, brought our Berkey system. You all know this if you watch any of our previous videos, how much we love our Berkey system, so I won't have to go into more detail than that, but it's just something super beneficial. I like the sink. I mean, in comparison to ours, it's a deeper sink. I like the spout. I like everything about this here for sure. So let's talk about the water system. Give me a second while I set up for that one. hold up a second before we get into the water system, because there's not much to talk about there. I'm gonna just show you. It's got lots of storage in here. Big drawer for storage. This is where the stove, the propane stove would go, and some of the accoutrements. Down here, you guys, it's basically a refrigerator. So I'm sure you've seen these before. I'll just show you a little sample of that one, but it's a pull-out slide. It's got the Dometic refrigerator. It actually works very well. Not something I'm used to. I don't like to get my goodies out of a drawer every day. I need to have a real refrigerator. But in a pinch, you guys, this actually works very well. It comes a lot of storage in that for sure. But of course, with us, we like to eat, and it's trying to be a little bit more healthier. So obviously that requires a lot of greens and vegetables and things that could be bulkier items. So what am I sitting on here? You guys have seen this in a previous video. It's our Anchor refrigerator, and also suffices as a freezer, and it has a bottle opener. So we have our little cold brewskis in the evening, little cold brewskis. But it's also great for our kitties, Brady and Bailey. You know, it's a sit down. We can sit here for sure, or they can hop up on the bed, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Now this next feature, y'all, let me just tell you something really quick. The first of many I really appreciate. My boy, Desert Snow, RRV. So this right here comes equipped with, you want the water system? It's a 5-gallon drum, basically. A 5-gallon drum to put your water in. And that basically is what you got to use, 5 gallons. So when you're talking about rugging it and roughing it, well, this is definitely has that rugged and rough feel. And let me tell y'all, I think this was designed by a man. So this right here, you guys, is our bedroom space. Let me just kind of get into that really quick. It's pretty high up on a simple plank. Also, the mattress is quite comfortable, queen size, if you will. But what I do appreciate in this, you know, when you're kind of laying sort of this vertical direction, the bump outs that it has. There's a bump out here and a bump out in the headspace, which allots for that much more space to stretch out a bit. You know, Dave is like 6'2", I'm like 5'8.5", and we like to stretch out. And so this affords him to get just enough space, right, Dave?
Just enough space, you got it.
You heard him, just enough space to wiggle those toes. But it's very comfortable. The kitties actually come up here in the evening when it's quiet, and they love looking out the window. They'll lay right behind our heads here, which is so cute. And they're hiding, but I'll show you them in a minute. But I have something I need to share with you, that number 2 of why we really appreciate our boy, Desert Snow. I miss him. But here we go, let me show you. So there is no reason for me to pull this out, you guys. You might be looking around this tiny but mighty space and saying, well, where's the bathroom, y'all? Where is the bathroom? And you know what? I would say the exact same thing, but it's basically a foldable toilet. It's like a puzzle. A toilet you just fold out, you put your bag in, and you do your business, which is another reason why I think this was designed by a man. So really quick, let me just tell you, there is no heating and AC system in here, so except which comes from the Mercedes itself. So it does look like it has some decent insulation behind these planks, because when everything is closed up, it's pretty quiet in here. Hold on, let's see. There, back on 16. So let me show you. With the Victron system, it's very easy to monitor the battery system and seeing how fast this does charge. Like the sun hits this thing, it goes from like 50 to 100 very quickly. And I love having, of course, the max fan air, which we tend to set on automatic at times, so it really keeps it nice and cool in here for the kitties. But one of the other reasons why we are sort of up here at 9,000 feet is because you don't necessarily need the AC. I mean, the air is so beautiful and so crisp up here in Utah. It just, I don't know, you don't need it. You can just really enjoy the fresh air. Now, one thing it is missing, because we do have kitties, is this.
Look, y'all, no screens. Okay, no screens. This is a no, no, no.
For us, for the kitties. So we would definitely need screens up in here, and that goes for each and every window. But I want to share with you guys, there's something that I've been saving the best for last, which is right here. What I'm about to show you just makes up for all the things we don't have in this, and it's actually right behind y'all. Let me show you. Come on, y'all. Ooh, it's this view. Seriously, right here, this is our home. This is home for a little while. So go on, soak it up while I get the kitties ready so they can say hello to you. Go soak up this view. As you can see, Captain Brady has already taken control of his seat. Well, actually, this is his seat here, but for right now, for the tour, he says he'll just use this one. Much better lighting. Right, Bobby? Hi, Mommy.
Just FYI, before we get to Bailey, this is actually a slide out here. So this is extra storage right here. That is the toiletito
That unfolds.
But this here's a lot of extra storage that kind of floats right under the bedroom area here. And of course, Bailey, she's found a perfect little spot in this closet. Right, Mom? Oh, there's your Mommy. There's Mommy. Bye, y'all. Okay. We'll see you later. Uh-oh, hold on. Ooh, be careful, Sonya. Watch out. No, don't fall. Don't fall, girl. Oh, that's kind of strong. Ooh, okay. We gotta do this together. Bye. Ooh. So, tonight
tonight's dinner, you guys. Something a first for me. I'm gonna be making fresh caught trout for my friends. So those two delicious looking pieces of trout. Well, I'm going to put them in here. I'm gonna make them sort of Cajun style, and with a little Old Bay seasoning, flour, get that going in here. And of course, this cast iron skillet. I'm gonna fry them up and dive into them. Yum, yum, give it some. Let's see how this goes. Is on and high. You want to get that oil nice and hot, so when you lay those two pieces of trout in there, it just sizzles.
All right, so time to take them down to rinse them in Navajo Lake. Campground cooking right there. Gotta have that Navajo Lake water. That's a secret.
Get that piece in there. Let's shake, rattle, and roll. Shake and bake. Get them all coated with that good stuff. Now, why do I coat this with the flour? You know we're not gonna eat the skin, because it'll just harness all that flavor and that delicious meat. I'm gonna drop them right in that oil. Oh, do you hear it? Oh, I hope you hear it.
You're kind of showing the skin.
Now, typically what I do is I'll just go ahead and throw So I'm gonna peel up this, gonna show how it's done, because I know Dave's not really a fish eater like this. He likes fillets, y'all. And I do too, but this is kind of a fun experiment. So I'm just gonna peel off that skin, because if I would have flaked off the scales, I would have totally had the skin. But this one, I'm not. And look at that meat in there. Now you gotta be careful with trout, because there's a lot of bones. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Dave, you're gonna like this actually. Oh, he's gonna like this one, y'all. I guess it's true what they say. Fresh is the best. Frozen, no. Fresh. It's the best.
Here we go.
Ready? Oh.
Nice job, babe.
Really?
That's really good.
Isn't
Wow,
that really
well
good?
done.
Right?
High five.
High five.
Unreal.
Little treat.
Good morning. Tanya and I have been living in our 23-foot camper van named Desert Snow for just about a year now, and we've always wondered what it would be like to actually downsize into something even smaller. So
We're gonna be staying in one of the tiniest school bus conversions, and it happens to be in the woods. And from what we've heard, it's one of the most minimalistic tiny home on wheels we've ever stayed in. As a matter of fact, we don't even know what it looks like. So we're gonna all be checking this out together.
So here is our tiny home for the next 24 hours. And it's definitely tiny, but hopefully it's mighty inside.
And it's definitely in the woods. So
It's definitely in the woods.
it's definitely like in the woods here. But I can understand why, because it's hot if we're in the sun.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of trees up there.
Just a latch. Oh, school bus doors.
Look at that. Oh yeah,
Oh
very
my
cool.
gosh.
Really kind of neat.
So cool. Now, apparently, oh my goodness gracious, this is kind of neat.
It is really cool. Look at that.
And there's supposed to be a battery. Whoa.
Oh, there's a light. Ah, we've got light. What do you think, babe?
We have light. So this is cute. Like, I feel like this is I mean, it's got good height.
Yeah, it's
know,
not
look
too
at me
bad.
right here, I'm like 5'9",
Yes.
and here you're like it's almost right at your.
Right. Yeah, it's probably like 6'2.5", because I'm about 6'2".
Yeah.
and it's just above my head.
Yeah, so what I don't know, I don't see anything in here. It looks like there's no refrigerator, so this is very, very minimalistic. So we have a cooler.
Little cooler.
So we'll run through like a quick tour here because we got to get going for groceries, I
Yes.
think. And then we can kind of figure out how the heck we're going to live in this thing for 24 hours because I also don't see a bathroom.
No.
So, and it's pretty, you know, the woods, I guess the woods.
The woods are calling tonight.
So you got a drawer, gives you some towels and washcloths. And the one thing I don't notice, I mean, you're obviously in the woods, which is fine, but where's the privacy screen?
Yeah, I don't see any privacy screen over this one.
Where is that privacy screen in the woods?
So if we're changed right here, it's gonna be
a
hello, moon.
show. Maybe just take one of these things and go like, hello, we're changing.
It's changing time, everybody.
It's changing time. Don't look, peekaboo. They give you like a little battery pack.
Right, there's the power right there.
That's your power. It's like a big old battery pack. That's what's charging this here. And at night, there looks like there's going to be a really cool effect that we'll show this evening once we come back from the grocery store. 'Cause I think that'll be kind of fun at night to kind of really light things up. But this is a bus. I mean, they converted a bus. This is like a schoolie, a small, tiny schoolie in the woods converted, and it looks pretty cool.
Kind of cool. We got a little sofa here, small sofa, and then of course a big size bed, right? And then of course you got the tiny pointed out the table over there. And no air conditioning. It's all fan.
So I got something for you because it is kind of dark in here. So, woo.
Oh wow!
And if you hold it up on the other side, it's like let there be light, right?
Let there be light.
Oh, and dust in my eye.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this is a decent sized bed. I mean, it feels super soft, but it feels like it's almost a king.
Oh, it looks very comfortable.
Very comfy. Oh man! And can you fit?
All right. How we doing?
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Let's see. How we doing?
I think your feet.
They go at an angle.
Perfectly fine.
Oh yeah.
Hanging out nicely.
This is like luxury here.
So after that massive amount of ice cream that Dave and I just had at Sherman's, we decided to skip the grocery store and head back to Desert Snow, where we definitely had enough groceries to get us through the night right from the RV. These are fresh farm eggs that were given to us.
Fresh eggs.
And I'll tell you who later on. Can't forget the popcorn. And do you want to take some fresh blueberries?
Nice. Thank you, baby.
And we'll keep going from there. So much fun. I'm thinking I should have put that thing on low so it's not. When it's loud, it's loud.
Wow, we're getting spoiled here.
I know.
It's like a propane.
Propane.
Ah, you got it. Just a snap of the fingers. It's all in the snap.
All in the snap. That's good.
It's all in the snap.
So I am going to just make a nice little concoction. I'm going to make with Cajun. I like to mix it with a little chicken rub and little Cajun spices as well in there. So those will be nice and seasoned. And that's going to give a little spicy kick, which we like. You love in particular.
Sounds good to me.
And a little bit of rub.
Now you're talking. Spicy kick. Ooh, that's some serious flame on. I tell you, camping out here in the woods, it brings back recent memories of us camping this past winter in Utah. Really special. Kind of getting away. We're in the woods. You really feel like you're away from it, but we still got the covers. We got a really nice little cozy tiny home to go back into. It's a little bit like the hot tent camping we were doing, and looking forward to the night. We're gonna keep this fire going. All right, baby. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're
This is
welcome.
amazing.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
A salad, a chicken, and a grilled onion.
I'm gonna try the chicken here. This is great. It's like campfire cooking.
Campfire cooking.
This chicken's good. Nice job. All right.
Nice seasoning. Dinner.
All right, baby.
And I guess we finished with a movie tonight.
Scrape out a living just for this view.
sleepy time.
Stars are quite bright
Look
tonight.
at those stars up there.
Oh, stars, oh bright stars I see in the sky.
How we doing? Stars looking down on us.
Stars,
Stars.
starlight, star bright.
Out in the darkness.
First star I see tonight.
Ooh. I see a lot of stars up there. Good night, baby.
I'm counting the sheep as we speak.
Good night.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. Super cozy. Always wanted to try a schoolie out. You know, it's fun staying in a schoolie. Now, not a huge one like some are, so maybe a little small for us overall, but it was a great experience.
It was, and it just makes us think, well, desert snow, we really enjoy desert snow. Anything smaller is probably not for us, but a big thank you to Robert and Heather, who are the owners here at Cal Haven Campground in South Haven, Michigan, for letting us stay in this just so we can experience what it's like to live in a converted school bus and actually something smaller than desert snow. But so we just got desert snow back, and we're already dropping him off in someone else's hands once again. So if you remember, not that long ago, we dropped desert snow off at our service repair center for some warranty work to be taken care of. A lot of things were delayed, parts, things like that. So when we got back to Las Vegas, we decided to take him out, stretch his legs a little bit, go on an impromptu trip, and that's when the accident happened. So fast forward to today, we actually got a call from our service center that's ready to do some warranty work. If your service center wants to work on it and all the parts are in, you take them and you go, which is that's exactly what we did. So we're here right now. We're gonna drop him off. He's gonna get some work done, but we have a special surprise for this trip.
3 beers and a phonograph. It's a drop of the needle and you spin the hat. It's pictures framed loneliness, and it's 2 shots and a blown kiss. And I'll pick the app.
Woo!
2 shots.
Yep, that's right. We swapped desert snow for a brand new 2023 View. And thank you so much to Blackford's RV Rentals here in Las Vegas for giving us this while desert snow is getting his repairs taken care of. So we have a full trip ahead of us. We're really excited to kind of give you what is inside this new View. I mean, the layout is super cool. I am so excited to share this with you. Dave is like itching to get in the driver's seat and drive already. But we have a long drive ahead of us because we're heading to Oregon, and we have a really cool event that we're trying to get to there, but we'll talk more about that later, because one thing we don't want to do is be driving late at night, because I get a little scared instead of a big rig like this. So let's hit the road, Jack. Woo! Our first fill up. So what's the total?
see, it's put in about 17 gallons of $106.70.
17 gallons.
Yeah,
Oh
$106.70.
my God.
So I forgot to tell you. So
This here is a Nevada local brewery, and what they do is they offer you a choice of a 6-pack. Remember that?
That's pretty
So you
cool.
get a choice of a 6-pack, and their whole, the motto when she talked to us, Cindy said, is we want you to get to your destination after a long drive and just crack open a beer and relax. And so,
Let's crack it open.
cheers
baby.
to a fun adventure.
Yes.
I wanted to tell you guys too, so if you don't see the kitties, unfortunately the kitties could not make this trip with us. Blacksford does not allow cats in their rig, so we have a friend of ours that are sitting them, does a great job. We'll get pictures and updates every day. So here's to our little boobies, Bailey and
Yes.
Brady.
we love you guys.
Miss you
We miss
guys.
you.
I'm exhausted. I think we get some, what do you think, get a good night's sleep, chill,
I
relax, and then wake up and
We'll kind of set up in the morning.
set up and do the tour. This is really cool. We can't wait to show you.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Modern.
Now, I usually make coffee for Tiny in the morning, but today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Well, good morning. It's a beautiful day here. First thing we're doing, we heard have coffee and some homemade donuts available. So we're going for a walk, checking those out.
Yeah. Most important part about this is
Have your own mugs.
is that right, Dave?
Yeah, exactly. To take away coffee.
Take away coffee.
I like
It
that.
may not happen here.
And supposedly these donuts are fresh and homemade.
We'll test that out. No, they're gonna be great.
Sure will. Walk
They're gonna be
inside.
great. Wow, this is really cool. Oh, I got little birds over there.
Something in the sunset feels different this time. There's a feeling if you feel it.
So it has been confirmed. Those muffins, not donuts, muffins, are homemade.
So they're giving us choice of poppy seed
As well as a carrot one. So, and I fill up this coffee mug to the top. I'll have a little sip here, work it halfway down, and then refill it again because
they're going to be stopping this at 9 o'clock. So it's cute that they have this here on Saturday morning. It's quite the weekend that they have going on here at this campsite. Now, I don't remember the name of this campsite because we got in pretty late, but Dave is the planner, so he does, so he'll tell you in a little bit. But there's a pool, there's this lovely little center here, and actually there's a film festival weekend going on here and some live music that'll be happening tonight. So maybe after breakfast, after the tour, we go enjoy a little bit of that and see what this town has to offer.
We ever miss. Yeah, there's something about your sweet smile. It's just different this time. So baby, lean in like you mean it.
Welcome to our new small luxury RV. Woo! Okay, definitely not designed for Tanya to be getting up there. More for like the kiddos or someone with a little bit more agility. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So Dave's gonna actually tell you guys a little bit more about the specs and the exterior of the RV. I am gonna give you a tour of the inside, and it definitely has a luxury feel for a small camper.
now, starting with this kitchen, this is a
A nice kitchen in my opinion. Really loving the fact that it has dual sinks, y'all.
and the color scheme in here definitely feels a little bit more modern.
Little of that upgrade feel, a little more luxury. Lots of counter space, which is something I really like. I don't know the composite of this. It just might be more like a Formica, but white, clean, style. I love that it has your options. Now I probably would have put in maybe 2 inductions versus the propane, but hey, it's giving you the option. If you like propane, great. If you like induction, hey, wonderful. So love that they have those 2 options there.
I have to say, this is one thing I was surprised with.
And Dave will talk more about this outside, but it seemed like there was a lack of storage. We were kind of worried about that because the Ekko, we have this massive garage space.
But in here, there's more space than
I can't believe it. There's so much more that I could put in here. I just couldn't believe how much space, which is a big bonus if you like to bring things or if you're bringing your family or friends on a trip. Storage is key. So let me show you the storage, but I have to say, one thing that we don't have in ours, which I would really like, is more of these type of knobs, lock knobs, versus the ones that we have that are pull open, magnets, and the magnets seem to have ones that rip out of the ceiling. But this is great because it sort of has its own sort of mini hydraulics, you know, hinges on these things, which are great. I mean, there's so much storage in here, you guys. Like, they even have storage. You ready for this one? You probably gonna see Dave behind the TV. I mean, there you are with your own DVD player, some HDMI cables. Good for, you know, the Atari playing action that we'll be having going on a little later on this evening. Yes, Atari, wait till you see it. Love that it has the Insignia TV, and the way they set this design up, in my opinion, really kind of conforms to entertainment. Now, this is cool. I couldn't believe this. I didn't even know what to bring at first. I was like, okay, we have a lot of groceries we can take out of, you know, Desert Snow and bring here, but I'm not sure. So I didn't realize that they had a full-on refrigerator that could fit your beer, milk, everything else. And not just that, there is enough freezer space for like everything. Ice cream, lasagna, pasta, fruits and veggies, you know, all that good stuff for me. And it goes on and on and on. And even over here, I'm just gonna keep this rolling. A little messy, but we folded in here. But look, all this drawer space, organized drawer space, which is exactly what I'm talking about. Full disclaimer, this tour is going to be very much lived in because we moved our stuff in here, so you might see a little bit of mess here and there, but hey, that's how we roll. Hey, convection. Yes, y'all, a convection oven. This is something I would love, Dave, to have in our rig, but I think, unfortunately, in Desert Snow, the size, obviously, weight, things like that, you have to pick and choose your weapons. Unfortunately, I can't have one of these. But yes, a full-on convection oven by Greystone, which is great. Welcome to our dining room slash living room slash entertainment space slash bedroom. Oh my goodness, this is another bedroom. And I have to say, this has a massive slide out for a small camper, right?
Yeah, no, this is a massive slide. This is just part of the slide out. Wait until we show the bed
oh my
as well.
Gracious, yeah.
And coming from the Ekko, I mean, I can't get over how much space is in this thing.
Yeah. Oh, and I have to say, the actual specs, when we read it, it's a little bit more narrow than the Winnebago Ekko.
Yeah, when everything's
it's just about
together.
the same when everything's together.
Unbelievable.
Which surprised me, but obviously I think it's because the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, which is on, Dave will get into that, smaller than the
Ford, a little narrower
than the Ford Transit. But yeah, it's when you put this thing out, it feels like luxury home on wheels. I'm getting a little spoiled. The only thing I miss right now is the kitties, because they would just be jumping right up here, just flopping around and enjoying it. And
this is the place, if we were in this longer term, I mean, you would completely make this so super homey.
Oh my gosh, right? I would be decking this out. They would be like greenery flowers. I might mess around changing some of the cushions, but I would certainly make it extra homey. Tanya style. Seriously, there is more cabinet space right there, storage there. They supplied us with a bundle of towels for us, so we'll never need to be dirty again. And just another cabinet over there with extra space. And let me just show you this really quick. So this is sort of I call it like a twin XL. Definitely designed for like the kiddos, or if you're having friends that are much smaller that can enjoy climbing up there, but it's pretty cool. Has its own little enclave, windows on two sides, which are great. Plugs, outlets, there's a DC outlet, there's two USBs, as well as some AC up there as well, AC outlets. There's ventilation up there, so whatever you're feeling down below, if it's heat or AC, they're getting that up there, especially if they're closing those privacy screens. So cool. Welcome to our bathroom. Now, I have to tell you this. It's small, but it's also larger than ours. It feels really great for this size, and instead of me giving you a tour, how about just go inside and take a look for yourself? Oh, and I love that this is not a wet bath. This is actually a full bath, and there's a shower right in here. And oh my God!
Caught me hanging out in the shower again.
Of course, you hanging out on the of course, again. Oh, Davo.
It has a little almost like a little sunroof.
Let me give you a little more privacy. Just want to point out while I'm in the bathroom, this here, y'all, in the bathroom is like an extra closet, a deep closet. So no, they didn't give us hangers. So this is where you would hang your stuff versus just, you know, throw it in there. They do have cushions here for the seats, kind of like boosters, and then of course there's an extra table. Now that table that you saw there could either fit right here, which accommodates for your living room area. Yep. And then of course or if you're not using it there, these two captain seats both turn around, and there is the spot for you to have another space to eat, work, relax, enjoy. Oh, now we definitely saved the best, in my opinion, for last.
So you might be wondering, where do you two crazy kids sleep? I know there's one up top, there's a little one you gotta put together, but where's the master bedroom? Well, I got something for you. Check this out.
Of course, the switch is in the bathroom.
There you go, just so you...
Draw out the 2 legs. It's a Murphy bed, y'all.
A big old Murphy bed. And then we're gonna bring this on down.
Sorry it's not made, but that's what happens when it folds up. Boom.
Murphy bed in effect. It looks like a king to me, like a California king style, or just a giant queen. I don't know, but you know how they custom make these things to fit
Nice in here. Of course, you got the sexy covers. It's like sexy covers. But great use of space here. There's actually 2 more full kind of drawer spaces in there, cabinet spaces. You got your lights. Each side comes equipped with sort of dual USB ports and some AC outlets, almost like your little end table. And there's a window. Get that fresh air.
right up in here.
A nice window, which let me tell you, last night was, oh my gosh, the air, it was so well received in here that sometimes, you know, that saying, you get what you wish for. Well, we got what we wished for because it was freezing by like 4 o'clock in the morning, but it was comfortable, Murphy bed. And it's just as easy to put up as if it was to go down. Here, let me show you. Back up.
Might want to go way back because I'm not used to this one. Let's see, hold on. Oh, there it goes. Bye-bye, Betty. Yes.
And you put the legs right back up. One.
Hey, you getting good this Dave.
You are. You got it.
There's 2.
You're rolling.
All right. Bye-bye, bed. See you tonight. Boom. And of course I would tuck in all the little sides so it doesn't
Look like there's a bed back there. I guess that's the point of a Murphy bed.
doesn't look like there's a bed back there.
All right, now,
I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta freshen up, tidy up, because there's a fun little event we're going to.
but I think you should get outside and let Dave take it from here.
See y'all.
Thanks, babe. Now, this RV is, of course, the 2023 Winnebago View, and as Tanya mentioned, it's built on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, actually a 22 chassis. Now, the Sprinter is actually a diesel engine, of course, and it's 188 horsepower. Now, that's quite a bit less in terms of horsepower than what we have in the Winnebago Ekko, and you do notice that on the hills, but I gotta say, overall, it drives very smoothly, handles very well in the wind, and the power is adequate in most situations. Now, the View is just under 26 feet in length, which is really not that long at all, but it comes with this massive slide, which makes a huge difference inside, creates an incredible amount of space. Now the View does come with a black tank, so it's definitely not like the Ekko and the cassette toilet. And the black and gray tanks are actually 41 gallons a piece. The freshwater tank, which is kind of interesting to us, is only 30 gallons. We're used to having the larger freshwater. Let us know in the comments below if that's something you're used to as well. And the 30 amp power cord actually comes right back in here and is attached to the rig. Now this next system we are very familiar with, and that's of course because it's in the Winnebago Ekko, and we're excited to see it's in the View as well. It is the Truma AquaGo hot water system. It's Insta-Hot, and it just does a great job. It does run off propane, as does a heat inside. So let me show you the propane tanks on the other side, and there goes a truck going right by.
Where's Dave? Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Welcome to underneath the slide out. Now this is something obviously very different from the Ekko. You got to slide under the slide out here. If the slide is open, here's a propane tank right underneath. It's a standard RV propane tank. It is 51 pounds. Now compared to the Ekko, which has 2 standard 20-pound tanks, obviously there's more capacity here, and which is great because if you're going into colder weather, need that heat, need the hot water, and also cooking inside, you want a pretty good size capacity propane tank. Oh, I should also point out this guy right here. Of course, it comes with a 3600 Onan generator. We like the Onan generators. We have one, a smaller one on the Ekko, but this also runs off the propane. So another reason why you need that good sized propane tank. Oh, and while I'm down here, check it out. They have a propane quick connect, which we love. You guys know we love for our outside fire pits. And for those not familiar, essentially allows you to connect your propane devices very easily right here. Turn it on, boom. You have an outside connection to your propane devices. Now we got to talk about this one.
Yeah.
Kind of like that huge slide out on the other side. The View has a massive awning.
It does.
Right?
It kind of reminds us of our awning, except there's like an extra bar in the middle.
Exactly. So compared to the Ekko, this thing is huge.
Bigger!
Now, if you're wondering whether this rig has lithium batteries, well, the good news is it does. It has 2 Lithionics batteries. They each have 130 amp hours for a total of 260 amps, which is pretty good.
And it's right there under the stairs.
Right there.
Very simple.
Now the View does have 2 solar panels here up on the rooftop. Not sure exactly what size those are. It looks to be about 100 watts each for a total of 200, but let us know in the comments below if you know, we'd appreciate it. Now the View has quite a bit of storage separated into multiple compartments throughout. Now a big difference between the View and our Ekko, the Ekko has a massive garage space, which we love. We love that huge space. This one you have to be a little bit more creative in terms of what you're gonna place where, because the compartments are quite a bit smaller and variable in size throughout.
Hey, if you have any questions about what you saw on this tour with this rig, let us know in the comments below. But for right now, it's time to eat.
That's awesome. So we're finally getting some food, and we're going to a restaurant here, a family-owned restaurant that is very highly recommended, highly regarded, supposedly some of the best steaks here in town, and it's called Seasons. It is popular. It's quite the line.
Quite the line.
Thank you.
All that sun in our back.
Right? Oh, wow. We're just following in? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Is this the bar?
Let's go through the bar. Oh,
Is it the bar or the table?
no.
There's a bar and a table. So we're sitting here.
Shall we sit at the bar, Dave?
I'm happy to sit in the bar. Let's do it.
This is the trick.
This is the place to go?
This is the hangout spot where you
The
don't
bar.
have to up to the bar.
Because there's only, I think, 8 seats.
That's perfect. That's a cool bar, too. Holy cow, this is awesome.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Happy trails.
Yeah, happy trails. Cheers.
Ooh,
Yes.
Cheers. Woo. Cheers.
Oh, that's
Oh, that
great.
is really good.
That is great. I feel like now it's time to enjoy a nice meal before heading back and resetting up camp all over again. The chicken Caesar, just on the side.
You ready for piglet?
Thank you. I'm ready for piglet, but man, I like that.
No.
Really close with Stan Lee over there, so that's awesome. And Disney.
There you go, babe.
Can I just stay here in the
Right.
From Mike's.
I can hang out here for
Right.
days.
This is so
Oh,
sweet.
the prop house was
Thank
awesome.
you, Mike. That shall not be called Mike. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, if you're going to talk about my endowment, you need to do another one so I could actually match it. And this one I want Pooh Bear on it.
Are you trying to say
Do you know that Pooh Bear is the hardest of those characters to draw?
Special, and you haven't had any. You have swamp water.
I'll give you some light. I'll give you some light. There you go. Have some light. You should help out.
Well, if I don't like it, I'll tear it up. Okay, so I'll give it to you.
Okay. Well, I think you'll like it. Special. I get two. Really special.
Production drawings of Tigger that is signed to Mike, who draws Tigger best. Paul Winchell, GTFN.
So you want Tigger?
Paul Winchell was the voice of Tigger.
If you draw Tigger
I'll see what I can do. I haven't drawn Pooh in ages.
Oh, bother, there are some things sweeter than honey. This is a great one. Thank you.
It's fast and loose, kind of women I like. Cro-Magnon head of his is very hard to get right to capture his simplicity. It's very involved. Some napkins are like toilet paper; they just shred up when you.
Oh, I know that. I know those. They're terrible.
Oh dear God.
Hey, turn it up, world! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, fist bump. All right, thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Very nice. That's cool. That's cool.
So I'm really excited to dive into this. I have to mention that you can actually, when you're ordering your meal here, you can actually split them. They used to charge a fee for it, but now they don't. So Dave and I are kind of sharing the steak, which eliminates the calories. Mashed potatoes, of course, they're béarnaise sauce, which is nice. And that's $34. That's it. $34 for all that. With 2 people, that's a great split. Sauce is added in there, so I'm really excited to dive into this. I know Dave is. I can see him right behind the camera, licking his lips.
Good morning. We're actually just outside Sacramento at a beautiful harvest host here. You can see just a massive, massive vineyard all around us. I mean, look at all these grapevines. But anyway, we are headed today to pick up a truck camper. First time we've ever been in a truck camper. We're excited to check it out. We're gonna be living in it for about 2 weeks, and we have a fun trip planned up into the mountains, into the snow, up by Lake Tahoe. First time there as well. It's also over Christmas and the holidays, so it's gonna be absolutely beautiful. We're super excited.
Are you ready for a fun little adventure, Bobby?
He's like, I'm ready to go wherever you go, except right now it's way too early. I need to sleep.
Billy, are you ready to go on a little trippy poo? Oh, look, she's excited. I see it. You ready?
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
On the road again.
Out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come.
We are going to be living in a truck camper. Now, I don't know what that means. I know I'm very comfortable in Desert Snow in this space, but it'd be very interesting to see what living in a truck camper is like, especially that bathroom situation, right, Dave?
Oh yeah, could be quite different.
I'm very curious too because, you know, we do a lot of winter camping, so I think we're gonna be doing some winter camping on this trip as well. So I am very curious to see how well that insulation holds up against Desert Snow's insulation, because I like to stay toasty warm. I did not bring a blanket, so hopefully, I'm talking about a heated blanket, one that you plug up and it kind of keeps it toasty warm. We'll see, Dave, I might be snuggling up to you, like just
It's gonna be a nice cozy warm winter camping.
I'll be sticking these cold toesies all up on your back.
Out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sail.
All right, so this is Stan from 4-Wheel Campers. Now, this is our first time ever in a truck camper. So we're total newbies here, so we are in your faithful hands. Of course, we need to learn, you know, how the systems work. We're certainly used to Desert Snow or Ekko, but I mean, the obviously Desert Snow is quite a bit different from the truck camper. So
Sure.
we're gonna try to stay focused. I think we should focus probably.
Yeah.
All of it and figure out
Good
what
idea.
we're doing here.
We'll pretty much give you guys a lovely tour of this later on, but I think Dave is right. Since we're kind of heading up into the snow and all the different things we need to learn about this right now, it's probably a smart idea for us to focus, because if I don't, I know Dave's gonna ask me, well, what did he say? And I'm gonna say, well, what did he say? And then we'll be in a lot of trouble. So we're gonna focus, right?
Absolutely.
On the move. Out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind. Look out, world.
What are you doing down there? You working on something?
I'm working.
Oh, yeah.
Put me to work. I tapped it.
Yeah.
Put me to work.
Out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride
Welcome to a new experience, Dave.
Okay.
So how does it drive, the truck camper, baby?
It drives like a beast.
Yeah, I can see those
I'm
two
sorry.
hands on the steering wheel. You're really focused.
Oh, it drives great. No, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like the engine feels powerful in this one.
It sounds it. It sounds like you're on a plane when you're riding.
Exactly. Yeah, you get
And everywhere we can get the flow. So let's go.
All right, time to bring it in. This place is beautiful. It's a beautiful state park. Nice job, baby. Good job. All right. So we're staying tonight at Sugar Pine Point Campground on Lake Tahoe. And I gotta say, it is so beautiful. We have this place to ourselves.
All by ourselves.
I mean, check this out. This is like basically Christmas time here in Lake Tahoe on a year with there's not that much snow yet.
I cannot believe that. You know what? We might not get the full snow, and we pray that we do because we want to be here for a white Christmas. But hey, there is snow around us. So snow on the ground means snowy Christmas, baby.
And I gotta say that Tanya did an incredible job getting these up. And look at that. You got this side perfect. Right there. And Tanya does the reversing, guys. So look at that. Right in there. Boom. Boom. And then this side too. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Right on that side. So pretty amazing. We're gonna have a nice little campfire tonight. And we have to go pay though. So I think it's 25 bucks a night. So we gotta head up. We gotta head up to the entrance.
Cool. How much? Cool. How much? 25. Oh, cool.
So we're heading to the front entrance. And they have a toilet. Yay! Yeah, you can see right by us they have a bathroom here, which is nice. Also nice having facilities, especially here in the truck camper where we do have a cassette toilet, but we also have our water off. It's been winterized. That's one big difference between our truck camper and Desert Snow. Desert Snow, all the tanks for inside insulation. We actually have never winterized. This one we had to winterize, so we're kind of using jugs of water.
Lou, you all settled in? She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna explore. Bobby, you settled in? You all settled in? Woo! We made it.
We made it, all right. Feels good. Got a little snow camp here for us.
I know.
Right?
A
Really
nice
cool.
warm fire.
And some snow.
Beautiful. Love you, baby.
Love you.
Love you, baby.
Love you.
I got burning feet from hot asphalt. A voice within me tells me don't go home. So I run until my feet give out. I jump a little higher to clear the ground. Every shadow of every girl, every time I turn around, I swear it's her. Second guess my every move. I hold my breath in case I run into you.
It is a cold morning. It was really cold last night. Everything is frosty, icy out here this morning. But I gotta say, inside the truck camper, it was cozy. The heat really works well in there. Really looking forward to giving the tour. Tanya's inside actually getting things ready for you, so we can kind of show you what this has to offer. That's so cool. Looks like the trees are like steaming here as the sun comes up. Kind of heats up the frost on it, I guess. Look at that. I don't know if you can make it out with the camera. Not from this side. Looks like the steam. If I can get it from over here. Sure, can you see that? Look at that. Tree's kind of steaming. The sun hits it.
Your sister came back home to stay. The day I packed my bags and went away.
Now, we have never had this before, but because we don't have our coffee maker, this is going to be our substitute. So I've never heard of this before, but this is what was at the store. Have you ever heard of this? How is it? We will let you know for sure, but it's cold brew coffee with oat milk, and this is the original. And Dave has the chocolate, which I'm bringing him right now.
Sometimes steers me down your road.
Welcome to our new cozy home on wheels. It's a truck camper, y'all. I am excited to give you guys this tour, and a big thank you again to 4-Wheel Campers for giving us the Granby, which is their largest truck camper line. So I figured since we're sitting here, we might as well we'll start with our kind of our dinette office space, which is really nice. As you can see, it's bright, have a lot of sunshine coming in. There's a big window right there. And Bailey loves this spot. So this is her spot here. And Brady has a whole different idea in mind what cozy's like. And we're gonna show you guys that in a second. But what do you have to say about that, Bailey?
Bailey.
Oh, what you guys say? What you guys say about that?
Bailey, I'm ready to sleep.
She's like, this is daytime hours. It's time for me to snooze. I got the sunshine on my face. Just let me be. Welcome to our dining room, living room area. So this space is one that we do not have in Desert Snow. I wish we did, because this creates that separation of space between your bedroom area, your kitchen, your office, and your living room area. What I like about this, and this Granby in particular, is the long seating that it has. So you can almost fit 4 people right at this table here. What I love about this, and I wish we had in Desert Snow, is first of all, the seating like this, but second of all, the amount of storage that you have under this seat as well as the one that's under Bailey. So there's a lot of storage under there right now. We have our pots and pans, we even have our Starlink set up in there, and just odds and ends that we do not want to take up a lot of space in here as well. So let me show you that real quick. Just show you one section. Now it's a little messy, but we've been living in this thing now for quite a few days, so it's gonna look lived in, y'all, and that's what happens when you live in these things.
Bring you the reality.
Bring you the reality, I'm just saying. So, there it is. Lots of storage. We have our winter garb in there because we are in the snowy mountains. So it's really, really pretty in there in terms of being able to get a lot of storage in there. That's it. That's what makes it pretty. It's not pretty to look at, but it's pretty awesome.
Now Dave is 6'2", so all I'm saying right there is look how much space he can stretch out those legs. And he could actually probably stretch out even further if the pillow wasn't behind his back.
Yeah, no, this is comfortable.
Right?
Very comfortable.
Super comfy.
So I'm just gonna give you a quick, I'm gonna point out something really fast here. Just over in this corner, which is right down below here, and I'll show some clips on top of that as I'm talking, but those are your controls to your lights. You're gonna have one interior, which is the floor lighting, and most of the ones are outside, with also there's a fan to the refrigerator to circulate more air in there so it doesn't overheat the refrigerator area. And I really do like the fact that it has that convenience down there. Obviously, because as you will notice, this is a pop top, so it collapses. I'm sure you saw that when we were setting up and last night. So this actually does collapse and come down. There's actual lights here which are manual. And that is the coolest thing about this here, is the concept behind this is simple as best, and everything's pretty much manual. Your manual lift on this, there's no electronics to lift this up. You gotta give it some grease and muscle to lift up this here. As well as some of these lights are just pretty simple.
I like that. Less things to break.
Less things to break. And Dave will show you some more on the outside, like including that awning, which is manual. So I find the use of space and the way they lay this out is pretty awesome in that regards. And when you're inside here, there's a lot of space. It feels almost as spacious as Desert Snow. And there's, to say that's kind of like, oh wow, okay, but yes, I want to show you one point as to why. Give me a second.
Oh, as you can see, my hubby is 6'2", and he still has quite a bit of headroom.
Yeah, at least a couple inches in there.
Yeah, about 6'5".
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5", right.
6'5", yeah. A lot of space in there, and that's pretty sweet. So you know how we mentioned simplicity, truck life is about just going out and adventuring and being out one with the elements? Well, that's pretty much the case here too. There isn't a shower inside, so baby wipes will become your best friend. But you might be wondering, okay, so where is the bathroom? What are you gonna do? It's freezing outside. Are you gonna go outside and use the restroom? Well, you could, but you also have this right here. Boom! Under curtain number 1 is your toilet. So this is a Dometic toilet. We have basically the same conceptual toilet. Ours is a Thetford in ours, but it's the same concept. It's a cassette toilet. So yeah, I don't have to show you all that, but it's a cassette toilet. It actually this head turns versus the whole seat. So obviously no one's gonna be able to sit this direction, but in this direction, you can kind of have a squat and do your business and then pull out the cassette on the outside and empty outside. Now I will say what's very different than ours is there's lack of privacy when it comes to any use of that toilet. So if you're gonna be sharing a truck camper space with someone, you might wanna love them. So I just want to point out a couple of things. One, we have quite a bit of power when it comes to boondocking in Desert Snow. If you've been following us, you know we've done many reviews on that as well. So we're pretty conscious about the power and usage in this one. We're boondocking, and because we've been in this thing last several nights, this is probably the most lighting we've had in here since we've been living in it, because we're trying to be conscious of the power. Now this does have 2 lithium batteries in here and solar, but with that being said, we're still very cautious about the consumption of power because we're also going to be here for a few nights without shore power. So we actually brought our very own portable power bank, and that just helps us so that we can separate between what we're using from the house, lithium batteries, versus the portable battery that we have, charging our devices, camera equipment, things like that. That's what we're using that for. So it just makes us more aware of what we have. And if I show you this right here, this is our monitoring system. So this is a Renegade, and all it does is basically just monitors your battery levels and also how much is being charged from solar in there. So it's just a quick monitoring system, which helps us to understand, okay, this is where we are right now. We got to be more conscious of certain things, so turn off lights when you're not using them. Welcome to our kitchen area. I am pretty excited about the kitchen area. You guys know I love to do a lot of cooking here, and I will be doing some cooking, so stay tuned for that in a future episode. So this is pretty cool. It has a 2 Suburban propane, so this is identical to ours here. 2 Suburban propane burners, and it also has here a Dometic sink. So Dometic sink, now I have to point something out. What's very different and what I terribly miss is the fact that this doesn't have running water. Now it's been winterized. Because we're doing winter camping, we really don't winterize Desert Snow. We don't have to winterize because of the way he's built, how all the compartments are warm and toasty even in the winter. So this one is obviously doesn't have that same style of insulation as well, so therefore it's been winterized. But it's a Dometic sink as well, boom, but when it's down it gives me extra storage, extra countertop space as well. I do like the fact that it even has pretty good counter space and also storage. There's a lot of storage that comes with this. Let me show you. This is our isotherm refrigerator. Now it's definitely smaller than our refrigerator freezer in Desert Snow. Plus we have an additional cooler on the outside to get more groceries as we're boondocking longer. So we're making adjustments on the fly. You know, here we also have outside, which will show you we can store food out there. Because of where we are, there's sort of bear-proof storage containers for food that you might have outside. So that's an extra refrigerator for us out there. But I'm gonna pop this open. No shame in my game. So we have, it does go pretty deep. That's the cool thing about this refrigerator. It does, you saw the counter space from the top to the back. It goes pretty deep when it comes to that. So, but you have to obviously pick and choose what you want and what you're gonna shop for. Things that might have a little bit more longevity, things that don't always have to be refrigerated, which is what we tend to pack. And because we do a lot of boondocking, we're kind of aware of what we're gonna be shopping for. So you got storage under here, you got storage under here, and this is full of like just goodies. We have our cups, we have our oils, we have our coffee, which by the way, I have to tell you guys, we are missing our coffee Keurig. We don't have a Keurig in here. We didn't bring it from Desert Snow in. So what we have been doing is we've been buying, and you saw this morning, sort of like cold brews. And it actually was pretty good. So right down here, it's not a storage compartment. It actually has a Vitron Blue Smart charger. And your fuse panels and other electrical components down in that storage, which is also a step up. Now before we step up, I want to show you one other thing. Down here, a very simple, and you can probably hear it right now because the heat kicked on, which is nice and toasty. It's an Emerson control panel, and I believe it's a Dometic heater.
It is, it's Dometic.
Yeah, so I feel it does a really great job. The heat rises and keeps us nice and toasty warm, especially, I'm already nice and toasty warm when I'm snuggling next to my baby, but you know, hey, a little extra burst of heat goes a long way. And also in this section over here, next to that Emerson control panel, is your Dometic hot water pump and the hot water heater. Now those are obviously going to be in the off position because there's no water in the systems, as again, it is winterized. So we don't blow out the pipes. Another reason we stay toasty warm are these thermal sort of wraps that go all around the pop top. You don't necessarily need them during the spring and summer, so they're easy Velcroed coming right off to allow a little bit more cooler air in here. But during those winter months, so you don't burn through your propane, well, you definitely want to make sure you have those up. They have extra ones that cover the windows, but we like to right now leave it a little bit of natural light so the kitties can actually look out and enjoy all the beautiful things, all the little wildlife out there. But it's really, really, really handy.
So this is our bedroom area. Now the problem for us is we're both pretty tall, so you can't sit up, and you also really need to watch out what you do in the middle of the night. Don't sit up and hit your head there. That could really be a problem for you. So it's pretty, other than that, it's a pretty cool, and it's definitely somewhat comfortable. Not as comfortable as our beds in Desert Snow, but they're pretty comfortable. And one thing I like is Dave can actually, we lay this direction, head up there. Wait. There's a fighter jet just passing past.
passing by. But you have a lot of comfortability. Now, we have a lot of blankets in here, so it also keeps us toasty warm throughout the night. But Dave can actually stretch his feet out from head to tip perfectly fine, not a problem. And I have a lot of wiggle toe room. What I love too is in our Desert Snow, we necessarily can't sleep with the kitties with us because the bed is just twin bed, so it fits just us. But here, the cats were up here snuggling. They found their comfortable spot at night to stay toasty warm with us, keeping us warm, and including Brain.
Brady still found it.
He still found.
He's like,
cozy
I like the spot.
Now there's a cool feature I want to show you in just a second, but let me get down here without hitting my head. I'll see you in a second. So here's the coolest feature about this bed, and I think it's a very well thought out design for the space. So you can sleep like this, which seems like the perfect queen for us, for the to be able to get access to things. But you can make this bed, you can slide it on out. Look at that, slide it on out. And with the pop of putting in a few of those, see those pillows scattered around the backside? Well, those lay in here and it becomes a full-on king bed. So if it's you, your friends, or you and your family, or you have kiddos, well, if they don't want to sleep down there, there's enough space for everybody right up here. Now, there is a catch with that, and the catch is you won't really have access to use the porta potty because you need to lift this up to do so, and with the bed in its king, forward king position, you won't be able to do that. So we tend to just keep it right there, which is perfect for Dave and myself, and gives you access to the step so you can get right up into your cozy spot. Now, lastly, I want to point out one thing, and I'm going to take you outside so you can get out there and enjoy Dave. Hold on. Hey, let me point out one thing. I might mention this earlier, but I might not have, but there's two Max, this is a Dometic vent fans right up top, the Max fans. And actually what I like about this one is it's reversal. So if you have one open, you can circulate the air in and out so it's never really stale, especially during those winter months when things are closed off. Right now, to keep things from getting too humid in here, I've cracked it, but between this one kind of circulating out and that one, you can kind of let that air come in. It just creates a nice circulation of air. And then of course, when you wake up in the morning, you have that nice hue of sunshine that just wakes you up so it's not pitch black in here when you get up. All right, so you heard it from Braid. He's like, you know what, enough of the inside tour. It is nappy time for us. So I hope you enjoy the inside. I actually enjoy the inside, but I think it's time for you to get outside and let Dave show you what this beast has to offer.
Thanks, babe. And you definitely said it best. This thing is a beast. We're gonna take it to the front first. Kind of take this from the front to the rear and just walk you through all the features here on the outside. Now this is a 2021 Dodge Ram Super Duty 3500, and it is a beast, like we said, a 6.7 liter Cummins engine. We drove this thing up from Sacramento up to Donner Pass at 7,000 feet, and it was pretty rough weather, right, babe?
Oh, it's definitely rough.
Yeah, and we just cruised right up, no problem. The power in this engine, very impressive. We've taken out Sprinters, which can struggle going up compared to this one, so this has been a pleasure to drive. I feel like we can take it anywhere, and it is it's a 4x4, of course, with 4 doors on a flatbed. And the tires on this bad boy are Cooper Discover tires, and I feel like you can take these things anywhere. Great all-season tires. And the 4-door space in the Ram is super important for us, obviously, with everything we need to bring for our long trips, the kitties, all that. Of course, when we're driving, they're all up here. Everything's up here in front with us, so super important, plenty of space. Then you have the long bed back here. It's actually an 8-foot long bed weekender, and it's very important for us to have this long bed because it creates bigger space here in the Granby, which, of course, Tanya showed inside before how much space actually is inside. Now, one great feature of the Norweld Weekender is this underbed slide-out tray. I mean, just look at all that space. And speaking of space, and you know this as well as we do, in the RV community, storage space is at a premium, and these Buckstop black boxes are awesome. And so is this, and this, and here, and even here. God, I love the storage. Let's talk about the systems. Now, this has a Dometic propane furnace, and it's powered, well, like I said, by propane, and there's 2 propane tanks in here. Now, they're a little bit smaller than the tanks we have in the Ekko. Another big difference from the Ekko, you actually attach both propane tanks at the same time, and it kind of cycles through both of them. This one is actually, each one is individually attached. So you attach one, when that runs out, you have to actually switch the tank later. Now, I gotta say, so far, it seems very efficient. We've been running the heat quite a bit. We're still on the first tank. And this also has something that is near and dear to our heart, and that is a cassette toilet, which of course we also have and we know very well in Desert Snow. And this here is BYOW, bring your own wreath. Happy holidays. And as Tanya mentioned inside, most of the things on this rig are manual, including the outdoor awning here, which we think is great. One less thing to break, just crank it out.
Crank it out,
Crank it out, baby. And here is the 30 amp electrical outlet. And over here, you actually have both a hot and cold outdoor shower, which unfortunately, because we're winterized, we cannot take advantage of that. Now, one thing this baby has that we need to add in our Ekko are some great exterior floodlights all around. I mean, those are great. They really light up the area. And then also up on top, you have 320 watts of solar.
Ooh, that's a good amount of solar. Cocktail for you, sir.
Thank you, baby.
Woo, I tell ya. Woo, it is getting down.
The clouds covering, the sun is setting, so I think it's time for cocktail hour. And stick around for next week's episode, you guys. I have to tell you this, from this beautiful campground, we're gonna explore a little bit more, and we're about to do something we have never done before. And
is that right?
I haven't even told Dave this, but we're gonna go jump in Lake Tahoe in the freezing cold, like an Arctic plunge, to see if it actually does reverse your, your age.
We are, okay.
See you next week, y'all.
Oh, so really quick before we get into today's tour, I just want to mention, why are we in this Class A RV?
Morning, baby.
Good morning. Perfect. My husband is hotter than my coffee. Well, just as hot as my coffee today. Cheers, lovely. Thank you so much for this. Oh, God, I need this. Oh, good morning, y'all, from the beautiful Pinewoods Resorts here in Utah. It's like the Duck Creek area. We've been spending quite a bit of time up here. I don't know, there's something about being up here for both Dave and myself that just feels really rejuvenating. And I have to tell you, that O part scared the crap out of me for a second. Dave is off. He went over and closed the door because as he was bringing out the coffee, Brady was trying to say, well, what's out there? What's out there? And our cats are indoor cats, so don't want them getting too far off. So, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, the kiddies were like getting ready to head on out the door.
Yeah, so we had one really cozy night. So, all right, before that, let me just tell you guys, a lot of you may already know, and if you don't know, that our RV Desert Snow is getting repairs. We were in an accident with him, and we're both okay, right now, but it's just one of those things where we have the opportunity to try and explore and different rigs.
Yeah, exactly. Having some fun.
Having some fun. So
it's a bit of our therapy that's not our therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And this time, you guys, we went actually a lot bigger than what we're used to, and it was pretty darn cozy. And before we're gonna give you guys like the ultimate tour, but it's a beautiful morning right now, and we've been trying to get on this healthier kick. So right now it is time for us to head off to some beautiful trails. Maybe we'll kind of talk to you a little bit more about that. Hopefully, there might be some folks up there that we can join us on this walk. It's beautiful and it's easy, and you might enjoy it. Oh, so it's beautiful. One of the cool things at this campground that we're at here, you got these little off the beaten path trails right here within the campground. We got our green drink for the morning to get those energy and that regulation flowing. It's actually gorgeous here, right, man?
It's really nice and a great spot to walk. You know, the air is so refreshing. We're still up about 9,000 feet, right? So,
and I feel like it's one of those, we can just explore just right around here, but we got to get our steps in, got to get that morning exercise so we can keep up with it. And the Wi-Fi is great here for working. Let me tell you.
That's amazing too.
Exactly, Verizon. I think others have problems, but for us, what do you say? It's not sponsored?
They're not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but it's a great service.
In the morning light, we found our way through whispered trees where shadows play. With every footfall's echo reads in the forest embrace where hearts meet. Mountains rise in their
I'll tell you, in this high altitude, whew, Just that little walk, or it wasn't little, it was a pretty good walk.
You could feel it.
Oh yeah.
Breathing heavy. But without further ado, what do you think?
I think it's time for the tour.
It's time for the tour, baby.
Oh, so really quick before we get into today's tour, I just want to mention, why are we in this Class A RV instead of our boy Desert Snow? Well, a lot of you may know, and if you don't know, we were in a recent accident in Desert Snow, and right now he's at the collision repair shop getting repaired for, we don't know how long just yet, but this gives us an opportunity right now to kind of try out different rigs to see, should we go bigger, should we go smaller, and that's why we're going to share with you this tour today. But I will say this, I know we probably mentioned it earlier, but you know how we are, folks. We have short attention spans, so it's just a little reminder. All right, let's get into it.
Welcome to our 2016 Thor Vegas Class A camper van. We've been living in this now for about a week, and believe it or not, it's actually the first time we've ever lived in a Class A camper van. Before Tanya shows you the inside, I want to give you a quick tour of what this has on the outside. Now the Vegas is obviously very different from our Winnebago Ekko, but it's only 26 feet in length, and our Winnebago Ekko is 23 feet, so it's only 3 feet longer, but that's really where the similarities end. The engine here is a Ford Triton V10 engine. It really does drive more truck-like, it's very loud, and it's obviously a heavier vehicle and does not have nearly the same type of pickup. Now I should also mention that this is a gas-powered engine, so it's not diesel, gas. It gets about 10 miles to the gallon. And we even have a slide out. Now because it's only 26 feet, you don't have a ton of storage actually compared to some other Class A's. You do have the typical storage underneath, but you'll see as you go around, they aren't huge compartments. As an example, this is actually the biggest compartment. You can see it actually goes through to the other side as well. So it's a pretty good sized compartment, but this again, it's the biggest one that this Vegas has. Now, unlike many Class A's, this one is small, only 26 feet like we said, and as part of that too, it only has a 30 amp hookup like our Winnebago Ekko. While the Vegas does have an onboard generator, what it doesn't have are any solar panels on top or lithium batteries on board. Which we love about our Winnebago Ekko, which has 450 watts of solar on top and about 8,000 watts of lithium batteries on board. And one thing we love about the Vegas, because Tanya and I love our movie nights, is check it out. Got our outside TV with great speaker system. That's better than kind of setting up a movie projector, right, babe?
That's right.
Watch it right here. That's a quick tour of the outside. Let's see if Tanya's ready for the inside. Hey, babe, you ready? We're ready for you.
Oh, hi, everybody. Yes, just give me a quick second while I just tidy up a little bit.
It's been extra lived in.
While Tanya gets the inside ready, I realize there's one thing I forgot to mention, which is a big difference between the Vegas and our Winnebago Ekko, and that is, of course, the Vegas has a black tank. For those who have followed us with the Winnebago Ekko, it has a cassette toilet. This is actually the first time we've had a black tank in a rig, so it's gonna be our first black tank dump coming up. Stay tuned for that.
Welcome to the inside of our RV. Can we give Dave a thumbs up? Because I think he did a great job on giving y'all a tour on the outside. And I'm gonna give you guys a tour on the inside. And you know what? It's lived in, so be prepared. And I have to say one thing. It's obvious the space in here in comparison to ours is it's just a lot of space in here. But let's start off with the front of this rig here. And I have to say, the captain's chairs are just super plush and comfy. It feels like you got two lounge chairs there and a coffee table in the middle, as you can see. And I'm gonna sit in this chair here because Brady has claimed that chair right there. See, that's Brady's chair. He's got his name all over that one there. I definitely love this aspect. I mean, having morning coffee, just kind of sitting up here. When you open up this screen here, the window is just amazing. And if you can't see peeking out here, and I'll open up in just a second, because if you know anything about cameras, if I open this up right now, it's all gonna go silhouette. So this is quite amazing, you guys, where you have like a lot of big window space for great views, a lot of natural light that comes in there. Bailey's already claimed that section, so that is hers. I can't say. And here, there he is. So there Brady knows. Brady already knows what his seat is like. So I can't knock this. It has a lot lot of space. What's really cool, and I'm not going to show you because I don't know how to function and I don't want to do anything. This here is a bunk bed. You know, it's a smaller class A, but boy, the use of space is interesting. You got a bunk bed right here that kind of drapes down. If the chairs are in the right position, someone can sleep there. And let me just turn this around a second.
Well, welcome to our living room slash my office slash
Dining room slash extra bedroom area slash slide out, which we don't have
in our Ekko, but boy,
this is definitely something I can get used to. It's got a lot of space in here for to be able to stretch out all my hard drives, and this actually turns into a little bed here, so it probably sleeps, in my opinion, 1, 2 here and 2 in the back. Could probably sleep 6, 5 or 6, in my opinion. I think that bed can actually fit 3, so it might be able to fit 6 in here. But there's a lot of space in here, which I find, you know, it's a little dated for sure. You know, I'd have a little bit of different say with some of the things in here, but it's got a lot of space in here for sure. Love the big windows. There's folks on the outside in their campers, so we don't want to show them. You know how that etiquette goes. But there's a lot of storage up here. So 3 cabinets that go pretty deep in the back for storage. Outlets all over the place. So if you can see, I'm already dangling a piece right here. And look at that table, long table, something we can get used to. It's super cute. Now, I'll meet you in the kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen space, y'all. Okay, like with any kitchen, I could always use an extra space in an RV. Most RVs don't give you that space unless it's a huge RV. But in something like this, it is functional. Got a deep, older sink, got the gooseneck. I love that with the spout that comes off to be able to get to those dishes and things a little bit easier. Of course, we bring our Berkey everywhere we go in an RV because that just to us just saves plastic and we get good water out of that. It's got a 3-burner propane, which is nice, and something I really like in this one, but I wish we could probably have in Desert Snow but don't, is this overhead hood, which has a light and fan and it vents outside. So if I'm cooking in here, whatever's being cooked in here, it can vent outside. Now we do have a portable sort of like vent that we use in our rig when I'm making things like this, but a lot of times because our space is a little smaller, I tend to cook outside, which I enjoy anyway. So it's got the microwave, which is great because you know we like to have popcorn with our movies. There's definitely some cabinetry space in here, little coffee pot that they provided, but just a nice little space in there. A little bit of a window. Wish there was a little bit more when I'm cooking. I like to kind of see that nice beautiful view because I got a big window in ours. Over here it's got a Norcold refrigerator freezer, which we kind of jam-packed, but it's got little layers. We got something special cooking for tonight, you guys, so stay tuned for dinner. And we got a full-on freezer, which right now the only thing in here is some ice cream because you know Dave loves his ice cream. It's delicious. So I'll meet you guys back in the bedroom.
okay, somebody's back here having her afternoon bath in the bedroom. All right, so before we jump back into the bedroom, right here, I want to mention there's storage all along this wall, which you might have saw in some of the B-roll. It's a walk-in closet for an RV, in my opinion, but it's got enough to hang jackets, clothes, things like that as well. Storage in there. Come back to the bedroom area. It's got a lot of storage. It's got the twin bed effect, which is very similar to our RV, but in this one here, it's got a Vizio TV. We connect it right to our hotspot, and boom, we are watching movies in bed. I mean, it's got 3 TVs actually. You saw one on the outside, there's one in the bedroom, and there's one in the living room. I mean, that's a lot of television sets, but hey, you know, if you like your entertainment, you like your entertainment. But it's got 2 twin beds in here, which are super cute, super cozy. Windows, big windows on both sides. Bailey, she already has claimed her spot, as you can see right there. She just likes to, she's having a little sun bath. But there's a little bit of extra storage drawers underneath here as well. These 2 cushions can come, looks like it can come down to make an extra bigger bed. And there's like sort of a, I guess you could say a reading, what do you call it, a end table for your bedroom area. So this is kind of the end tables for both beds here. So there's a lot of storage. There's a back window back here, which does not open, but just a big back window. 2 windows on the side, get that extra flow. It's got the Max vents in here. 1 unit, it's a Coleman Mac unit, heating and cooling system, right as well. A little vintage, a little older, but hey, you know what? It's got a great use of space in this bedroom.
Really quick, let me just show you this here. So this wall right here is the bathroom, as you can see. This wall opens up, which is nice, and it can make yourself a huge bathroom area. So you walk into the bathroom, there's your cabinets for towels and things like that. It's got the shower space, as you can see, the sink, medicine cabinet. And if you open this up, there's mirrors everywhere. You just saw that behind me. But if you open this up as well, now you have yourself a ginormous bathroom area. Equipped with no one can see ya from those big beautiful windows as you're trying to change and get comfy. But I will say I like the idea of this bathroom. Yeah, a little vintagey. I wouldn't choose some of the wallpaper aspects that's in here, but you know, it's an older model. Like Dave mentioned, it's a 2016. But the features of it, having that space, I can see how you can live in here for quite some time on the road. It's quite the space. Ooh, okay, so that's a nice little vintage bathroom. Now let me just mention really quick the tank sizes. The tank sizes, right, just so you know, we have I think it's a 42-gallon fresh. There's a 28-gallon black and a 28-gallon gray. So, you know, be careful what you put in those tanks because, you know, you don't want a little overflow. And I've heard some scary things happening with a lot of folks in black tanks and gray tanks. So just, you know, keep those numbers in mind. Oh, well, let me show you something else really quick. So here's your control panel. Obviously, it's pretty standard on a lot of A's. I'm sure they have this as a Thor motor coach. So you got the slide retractor, the black tank heaters, the water pump, and the water heater, which you can use via gas or you can use electric. So that's what we have right there. Boom, boom, boom. There's your generator for start and stop. Boom, boom, boom. And here is the raised and lower level for your bunk bed, if you so choose to use the bunk bed. Oh, and that's an extra TV. That's the third TV. You saw the one in the bedroom. You saw the one outside Dave showed you. And there it is right there. Oh, and one last thing I want to tell you. The huge difference for us in this rig, besides the, you know, the space, is the fact that it's not as insulated as ours. I mean, you could hear a quarter hitting the rocks outside, but also the heat and the cold. We have the heat on in the evenings. We're about 10,000 feet up, 9, 8, 9, 10, somewhere along those lines. But in that higher elevation, the days are nice, the nights are crisp and cool. And as soon as that heat turns off, it's cold in here. So I feel like the insulation in our rig is so much more efficient for both the AC and the heat. Right, Bray? So this is gonna be fun. I am actually going to, for tonight's dinner, Dave's got something special on the grill, but I think I'm gonna pair that with a nice sort of grilled kind of charred corn. I got a nice rub for the corn, but I'm gonna boil it first. Look at that, 103 propane burner back there. Just make it a nice little charred corn that goes great with that chicken prep that Dave has going out there. So it's gonna be a nice dinner. I think somebody's excited. I see him dancing behind me. I see somebody dancing. No, it's not Dave. It's Bobby. I like to move it. I like to move it.
Oh, Chef Dave, what do we got going on tonight here?
What do you think we got?
Chicken.
Little chicken tonight.
Ah, great flavor.
Chicken thighs.
But first, hold on. Let's cue the B-roll. Music, maestro, light 'em up. Nice little charred corn.
I can't believe it's not butter. And that chicken, Dave, you made smells so delicious. And that post oak, infusing all that is just gonna bring it on home.
We're gonna smell like post oak tonight.
Not only smell like it, we're gonna eat it.
Yes.
Ooh, it's tender. That is tender.
I love chicken thighs.
Me too.
Good, baby. Love you.
Oh, love you.
Mmm. That's really good.
That's delicious. The garlic, the spices in there. and that poached oak.
Right, all
Whoa.
blend together.
You nailed it.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Looks cool.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of, you boiled it a little bit.
I boil it a little bit, and then you put it on just enough so it doesn't like dry out. You know
That's
what I mean? Or
cool.
it tastes like too much.
Oh my God. That's really good.
Not good.
This is a great meal, man. Like simple, right on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And effective.
Oh man.
And you can feel the alpenglow starting, and then she'll probably get a nice view of the stars.
All right, babe. First time black tank. All right. First black.
First black,
Next gray.
then gray.
Black. Gray.
Gray.
Don't screw that up.
Don't screw it up.
And everything's attached.
Everything's locked in place.
Here we go. You ready?
Oh my God.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Go.
The infamous
go,
black
go,
tank.
Go. Go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And there it goes. All the goodness.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's working. I don't have to show all that groceries
Yeah, I
on
know.
the way. There it is down there, y'all. He did it. You gotta be careful with those pull things. I hear they're a tendency to break.
Don't want them to spray out at you.
You know, on the
Lately, Dave and I have been getting the question, what was it like living in a van for the first time? Well, it went a little something like this.
So we roughly have about 2.5 hours till we reach our first boondocking campsite, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is really going to kind of be for us off grid because we're not going to be plugged into anything. We have like the 2 solar panels on the roof.
Yes.
That's really kind of charging things up. But being here in Arizona and right around now, I mean, it's like full on sun. So
Oh yeah, it's
we
hot
should
down
be
here.
good.
We're going up to about 7,000 foot altitude, so that should help to cool it down a little bit, which will be nice.
I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we own.
It's gonna be interesting.
Wow, looks like we arrived at the entrance point, I think. Is that right?
It's like, well, it's a road, and then there'll be pull-offs along it.
Cool. And look, we're about to catch a sunset. Y'all, look at that. The sun is right there.
Right?
It's gonna be gorgeous. You can pull up anywhere actually. But they have a step up and they have skylights from the top.
Yeah, and they have that little car there. Here comes the washboard.
Yeah. Wow, this is really bumpy. It's kind of like, oh, the roads. So the real challenge now is, as you can see, there's no bathroom. So we're gonna try and find a spot here where we can kind of hunker down, maybe park in a way so we have a little bit of privacy if we need to, you know,
Yeah, good point.
fertilize the lawn, if you know what I mean.
That's a good point.
This road, kind of as we're going up, it sort of reminds me, does it not remind you of like Peru? As we're kind of going up to do Cusco Trek, and there's like this kind of bumpy road all the way through that in that van.
That's right. That's true.
This is exactly it. So
There's
we've
a.
done this before. Feels no different.
Looks like there's a boondocker up here.
Oh yeah, I see them on top there. Oh mama. We have found the perfect spot. Right now, it's all to ourselves. There is Pearl turning into a gorgeous spot so that we can capture out of our bedroom window those views. Really nice spot. And apparently we can campfire here from what we read. So we're gonna have a campfire, we're gonna have a hobo dinner, and we're probably gonna turn in early.
So after finally setting things up at camp, Dave and I were pretty tired. So we decided to save the hobo dinner for another night and just go with the simple pasta and sauce.
Yeah.
Wowie wowie.
Yeah, thanks, babe. It's amazing.
You're
Thanks
so
much.
welcome.
Wow.
Really
Really nice.
I know. Let's try and squeeze into this chair here. We're not falling over.
Yeah, it's a little wobbly, these
Little
things.
pasta.
Yeah, a little
beer.
pasta, a little Grand Canyon beer.
First night boondocking.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And I don't feel scared at all.
Not yet.
But that hasn't
Not
come
kidding.
yet. I think when I have to use the bathroom,
Yeah.
that's when the real scariness
Funny.
comes because
Exactly.
it's black.
Well, the toilet's off.
I know.
Yeah.
And off yonder, but you're gonna be my guard, my toilet
Oh yeah, you.
Toilet boy.
I'll go out with you.
toilet boy.
Exactly.
Well, I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm ready to dive into this. Thanks. This looks great. Smells
Cheers
great.
to our first night.
Cheers to our first night. Love you.
Love you.
Oh, that tastes
All
good.
right.
Damn, that's nice.
So the first night we're just about to turn in. The first night seems a bit, it's cool, but you really have to adjust to the fact that this ceiling here is really low and
Yes.
really low. And look, Dave over there,
Yeah.
look at those feet.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. Yeah, I may need a van that has a little bit longer bed.
a little more leg room, a little more bed.
Yeah, I kind of like to stretch out.
So far, so good.
Yeah,
We're liking it.
Well, it's fine for like say a week vacation. I don't know if we could live in this thing
No.
year-round kind of thing.
No, but I think it's cool to say that we could definitely do this. If we can do this, we could do a bigger one.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
so
oh my god, yeah.
Oh my God. This
Well, I have
is-
no doubt. I have no doubt we could do it. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly what we want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I need some tea.
So we made it through our first night. Some tossing and turning, Dave having to go out in the pitch black to use the bathroom, me being a little nervous about that, and those creepy crawlers out there. But regardless of all that, we made it.
Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock. Dave and I would say the first night was a great night's sleep. Almost didn't feel like we were in a camper van outside the fact that Dave had to curl up quite a bit to fit. But it was really comfortable. Cool, great air circulation because of the fan. And fortunately, I did not have to use the bathroom because I was a little afraid. It's really dark out there.
Right.
I didn't have to use it. But it was a good night's sleep overall, great success. We definitely need to figure out a little bit more organization in a van of this size or even camper vanning. It's quite messy in here, but did not stop us from getting a good night's sleep. We actually were able to get a little work done as well. I will tell you, waking up, pulling back that curtain and then looking over and seeing mountains on like two sides of the van are just beautiful and incredible. And to think that that could be your home on the road. Every view you choose, lake view, mountain views, could be your home. Seems really cool.
All right, so now time for a tour of Pearl, our camper van. Look at this. Here we go. Let's see if they're ready. Hello.
Welcome to Pearl, everybody. So we figured we'd give you guys a little quick tour today of this cute camper that we have here. And yeah, we'll start from there. So when you first come in here, obviously it's definitely not a high riser, but look how awesome the detail is in here. I love how they have the dimmable LED lights, which kind of surrounds the interior. So at night, it's really nice. Of course, the woodwork is unreal.
I mean, look at that.
Isn't it incredible?
That's so nice.
It's so nice.
Makes it really kind of cozy.
Exactly. And this is really kind of camper vanning in our opinion because obviously you can see there's no toilet.
Oh, no toilet.
No shower.
Where's the toilet?
No, actually there is a shower. We'll show you that one. It's really interesting.
Yes.
We'll show you that one at the end because I think it's pretty darn cool. This obviously is like a butcher block countertop here. You have sink with running water. It's insulated, so it's really nice. What's really cool too is these curtains are blackout curtains. So if you want to sleep later, you certainly can. But because it's nice and insulated in here, at nighttime, it tends to drop down right around this time of the year anyway, 40 degrees here. So it can get pretty cold. So I'm definitely going to be warming up my toesies on Dave this evening. But what's cool too is like, there's a lot of space here. You know, with the running water, you have the cabinetry here. We already stocked up on groceries, so I won't be showing you that in there, but this is just like extra space. We have some goodies we already stored in here as well. I love this as well here. We kind of pointed out a really cool spot so that we can enjoy a campfire with the nice views. But the bed here, it's like a queen size bed, so it'll certainly fit the both of us. I really think Dave, on the other hand, Yeah, because my feet are already touching, and Dave is like 6'2".
Yeah, I think my feet may be
this
pushing.
might be up on the windowsill.
I may have to actually bend my legs in this one. Yeah.
I think so too. Or we can actually try this way and sleep with our feet
Yeah.
hanging out. But check this out.
Wow. Look at that view.
Up from here. Look at that view. So that right there is what we are gonna wake up to in the morning. This is also what we're gonna just chill here so we can see the fire burning while we're sitting around the fire. It's just amazing. A little vintage fan up here, which is great. So if it gets really hot, you can suck the air out or you can suck the air in. Up front, up there is just our 2 seats. But what's cool is the seat, the passenger seat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
This
oh yeah,
passenger seat
turns around.
Actually turns around. Super cool. But this is not half of the coolness of this van. Now, it looks really tiny, but it's certainly mighty. So give me a second. I'll see you guys outside. I have to put my shoes back on. Oh, Dave had his shoes on in here, so it's all dirty.
Oh no.
All right. So just to let you know, you might be thinking, I think I mentioned before, where's your refrigerator? This is our refrigerator right here. Basically, this is kind of what it is. You know, it's kind of a weekendish sort of vibe, you know, thing to do. You're gonna have to get ice daily, but we're prepared. We actually grocery shopped perfectly to allow us to manage what we can put into this cooler. Well, we don't need to put into the cooler, but it's nice, just a little cooler. One has our stuff in it. Yeah, so let me just show you the rest of this really quick. Oh boy. So here, I'm gonna show you where our kitchen is. So you're just gonna pop this little latch here. You pull this puppy out. How cool is this? It's like a coffin.
Oh jeez. That's one way to think of it. It's a very small coffin
Cool.
though.
It's kind of like your butcher block cooktop. Right underneath here, they have just about everything you need. There's a propane stove here.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna put up there. You can kind of do your cooking. There's 2 chairs so that you can kind of sit outside and enjoy it. You can probably, in my opinion, you could probably eat standing up if it's something quick, or if you have a table, you can do that. We're gonna check to see if we have it. I don't know if we do, but we can make it our own. We're living on land, feeling free. Towels are in here, supplied for us, which are really nice, you know, to have this little section here. So it's set up very nicely and comfortable. But you might be thinking, okay, you said there was a shower. Let me show you. All right. Now, it's not a warm shower. Just want to let you know that. But in here, there's basically, let me step up here. Let me show you guys this. There's a tank here with water. So once you kind of start the pump for the sink and everything else here, it turns on this water here, and this valve kind of helps to shift the water to your shower head.
Oh, there you go.
It's your outdoor shower.
Woohoo, outdoor shower.
Right. Now, it's a cold shower, but in the heat of Arizona, you might like a little cold
Yeah,
shower.
and maybe the tank will warm up in the van.
Exactly.
And so maybe you'll have a little bit of a warm shower.
Exactly. So it opens up nicely enough for you to separate your space.
Hook it on up,
You hook it on up.
and there you go.
Scrub-a-dub-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Wash that hair. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Get those armpits. Scrub-a-dub. Scrub-a-dub. Scrub-a-dub.
Very nice.
What's interesting though is there's not a lot of character to this particular van on the outside, but that could be really great. I mean, that could be pretty much a
Yeah, you're incognito.
yes,
Right?
exactly.
You don't really know.
Incognito.
And also up above they have solar panels, which is great too.
Yes, I think this is a good start. I'm really excited. I'm sure you guys can feel my excitement. Now, the one thing I will say is there's no bathroom, so we're gonna have to make do with Mother Nature. But the reason we parked this way is because nature will be our bathroom.
Nature is calling us.
Nature will be our bathroom. La, 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 la. So yes, that is Pearl, and her name is Pearl, which is really, really cool, by the way. I know it's like Pearl White, but also, if you guys don't remember, Dave and I share the same birthday on June 18th. That is also the Pearl. So that's the gym for June. Well, I'm excited.
Yes.
So Pearl has done a great job. Dave has done a great job. I have to kind of.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Turn
See,
it
here's
around and give you
here's
kudos.
Pearl right here.
Look at Pearl. She's a beast.
And look at it,
like
got
her
a
sister.
they got that sunset coming.
And that is going to be the nice icing on the cake here, where Dave and I, we actually got some beer, some wine to just chill for the evening. We're gonna sit up right here and watch the sunset. So thanks you guys. It was really quick. Want to show you guys that. We hope you guys are excited for us because we're excited. And we will see you next time because it is time for us to eat, sleep, rock and roll, y'all. Good night. Ow! Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Good morning. Let me tell you, it's really quite an adjustment getting used to living in such small quarters. Figuring out a daily routine, some organization, remembering what day of the week it is. You learn quickly what you can live with and what you can live without, including this.
Oof. Yes. There's just one thing that I think I would totally recommend to anyone that's doing a van life is get screens, bug screens, because once you open up the doors, there's like 4 or 5 different variety of bugs that we've already seen. And I don't mind the bugs as long as they're not on me or buzzing constantly around me. But they are definitely ready to chomp on something. But I would definitely say get screens. Screens would probably help with that. Plus, I think at night, sometimes you want to have like that fresh air coming through. So for us, you know, I think we would definitely, if we were to have a van, one, we'd have it a little higher so we can stand up because my knees are chafing. I've been on them so long washing dishes or whatever we have to do in here. But also, we only have a little fan, and so we really want to get that cool breeze at night here because it can get down to like the 50s. You heard the 40s, and we like that. We like crispy cold air, so yeah. Bug nets.
You can see someone was having fun here. Got some spent cartridges on the ground. There's another one. Draw! And one thing about this campsite, there are some serious ant colonies. I mean, check this out. Wow. They're busy. How's that grapefruit?
You peeled a mean grapefruit.
One hell of a grapefruit.
It's really good. I mean, it's super juicy. It's nice having that extra burst of vitamin C.
Oh yeah.
We're kind of spoiled by nice orange juice in the morning.
Oh, that fresh squeeze.
I think all these flies here buzzing around are dying for a little vitamin C too, or a little vitamin B blood. I want to burn myself.
No.
So we didn't quite make it up to, I mean, obviously, we talked a little about this yesterday. We didn't quite make it up to Nolan Tank.
Yeah, we didn't head all that way, but
Bumpy roads.
But we're on 525 here, and this is actually a great spot to boondock. I mean, really nice.
There were like a lot of little pull-offs. I think
Right.
initially I was afraid we weren't going to really find a comfortable spot at first because
Right.
people were like all along the trails, you know, all along 525 towards the front,
Exactly.
already parked in.
There's definitely, I mean, the dirt road is definitely washboard, so your van definitely rattled quite a bit.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, and we want to make sure we put on some block today.
A little bit of home, a little bit of luxury.
Wow, love
Right?
you.
Oh yeah.
This is it. This
All
is
right.
it.
Hey babe,
Yeah,
want to pack up, get going?
I think that's probably a good idea. Let's do it.
All right, pretty easy to close camp here. Not too much stuff. These things are pretty good.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Wow, there's really something about the amazing landscape here in Arizona. That red rock, oh, just so beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a beautiful spot. All around you too, you kind of look 360 and it's just amazing. It's actually, you know, it drives well. It doesn't feel heavy. Like, you know, bigger RVs, you just feel like you're driving something so heavy, you feel the weight of it. This is pretty light, you know, as far as these things go. I mean, this is really light. And like braking, and you don't really, it feels pretty normal.
Was crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
This is amazing.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Just stopping here for a few seconds just to stretch our legs, and this is the view.
I know, we're just driving up Sedona to Flagstaff, about maybe 15, 20 miles away from Flagstaff, and up about 6,000 feet. Look at this, amazing.
Amazing.
This is a really popular rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
I saw someone go
Right
scale
down over
right
there.
down. Yeah,
This little orange rope is right there, and he just went right on down that way,
Yeah.
no problem.
really cool.
Oh, down there.
Oh, that's for next year.
Close enough.
We'll pick up rock climbing next year. We'll be back.
Next year.
Next year.
So that was a great little find and stop here. I think it's part of the Coquino National Park, or Cochino, or not sure exactly how to pronounce that, but it's like a scenic viewpoint. And so we saw a lot of folks, you know, going in one direction, and Dave and I like, we might want to avoid all those folks that are kind of standing too close together. So Dave's like, let's go this way. And sure enough, the path was amazing. What a great little find. So I think now get a little exercise in for the day so far. Time to replenish the groceries, maybe get some gas for the vehicle before heading to our next camp spot. Now, it does seem a little busier up here. So we'll see. I mean, it looks like a lot of the campgrounds as we passed, a lot of them had signs that said full. So we'll see if we get a spot. Or we might be boondocking on the side of the highway. All right, groceries are done. Nice beef jerky and kombucha.
Yeah, all good stuff.
You never had kombucha before. I'm curious what you think about it.
We'll see. See how it is.
We have officially now entered Flagstaff, and it's at a elevation of 6,900 feet. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. A little headachy. I think it's more from dehydration, but a bit of altitude too, I think.
Yeah, me too. I feel like if we just keep drinking water, I'll be fine. But the pressure is a slight.
You feel a little bit, right?
A little bit.
It's so beautiful though.
Oh my gosh.
And the mountains around.
Alright, so this spot wasn't too bad. Finding this spot was a little difficult. But don't you think it was a good move for us to stop here?
Oh yeah, I thought it was really cool. We went all the way to what's it called? Ashurst Lake, and went to the campsite there. I don't know. Didn't really think we needed to pay $20 a night for a spot, and
it's also we're a little bit more like, you know, we want more privacy. So
right.
Especially since we don't have a bathroom in here, so it's gonna be tough to really find a spot to cup a squat.
Yeah, it's a really neat spot. Really quiet, like you said, and it's really kind of cool too. It's basically full of volcanic rock. Everything's volcanic here. Not sure how long ago I'm sure it was many millennium ago when they had a volcanic explosion here, but it's just full of that. The whole area is just full of volcanic rocks.
Oh, yes. Oh, a wasp.
Uh-oh, watch out. Oh, wasp coming in. Watch out. Now, we can't have a campfire, which is too bad.
No, it's too bad.
Right, so...
That's right.
Because
we're thinking of our hobo dinner tonight, but I'm going to recreate something for a special. Maybe like a stew.
Yeah, I guess it's too dry here to have a fire, so they basically have said everybody can't have campfires now in the area. So
it's really dry. I mean, I get out the car and it's like it's covered in like complete dust.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to make some sandwiches for us. We're going to figure this out. Maybe just chill that we're here right now, kind of get things kind of situated for the night since it's kind of getting later in the day, and then maybe plan out like a hike tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, we can kind of do that.
Cool.
There's definitely some trails around here we could try. Time you camped before this?
I don't think I've ever camped outside of like my own backyard, like having a tent. I think my mom was so afraid of having us camp. It was like, I don't know, not gonna happen. What about you?
Yeah,
I mean, you probably went all the time.
Yeah, as a kid, you know, Opa was very much into camping. It was like a Eagle Scout and all that kind of stuff, so it would take us out. And it was also kind of fun. You know, of course, I never liked the bugs either, so I can relate to that. But,
yeah.
But, so what do you think so far?
I am really enjoying it.
I mean, we definitely need more height for us if we're gonna fine for a few days, but if we're gonna live in something, we need to be able to stand up straight.
That's like,
you know, at least mostly straight.
That's toilet paper. Don't worry about that. But that's like,
oh yeah,
seriously, and you're like 6'2"
I would work
and a half.
Yeah, I would definitely hurt my back, and then even here, I'd prefer to have more length here so I can actually straighten up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a little bit tight on that. So need a little bit more size on this for sure.
This should be a fun little trail.
Yes.
Arizona Trail, Pine Grove, quiet area.
I see, so
Pretty
it goes
neat.
all along here. And this horse leg way up there, but we obviously won't go that far. You can take this a long way, all the way to Flagstaff.
Holy crap.
That's the Arizona Trail. That's cool.
Nice. That's pretty neat.
It's a 790-mile non-motorized trail traversing the entire state of Arizona.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, this is cool.
I didn't realize they had an Arizona Trail. So.
I didn't either. And we actually parked right next to it.
Right.
Now, we probably can't do a lot of this right now because we got to get back and get supper going. But maybe if we stayed here tomorrow, we get up early and we try to do a really good hike of this and see how far we can go back after breakfast.
Gives us a nice something to do. It's beautiful.
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah, walk through some of the campgrounds.
I like the sound of that.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arms. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep in the abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
All right, this here is our outdoor shower. Just took a nice shower to get fresh from all of this mud. Fresh and clean. So we just took our first showers in Pearl. Pearl took care of us on the outdoor shower. How was your shower?
It was good. A little cold.
Little cold.
Wasn't too bad though.
Little cold. I mean, you had the most incredible shuffle. You were like, shuffle. It was shuffle.
We got
It's
some
really
of the dust off. It's so dusty
Oh my
here.
God.
It's this volcanic ash. And also probably from soot, maybe from the
soot.
fires,
Yeah.
forest fires. So.
Exactly. I just feel so fresh and clean. It just,
Yeah.
it just feels great. Now we can actually have a good dinner,
Absolutely.
right?
There you go, my love.
Oh,
My
hi.
amazing wife. Thanks so much.
Thank you. My
Really
incredible
appreciate
husband.
this. Kind of mastering the kind of the back of the van.
So I'm gonna make a nice little goulash. I'm gonna surprise you with that.
Okay, that's
So
really
how
great.
about you?
It's so frustrating because I went through the supermarket and like had this darn recipe. I went and picked every damn piece.
I know.
And then it's like, but we can't have a campfire, so we can't do our
can't do our
the
hobo
dinner. So next time.
Next time.
Love you, babe.
Love you. All right, music.
Okay.
Yeah, so totally have to make a recreation of our hobo dinner. Gonna probably just make some potato. I'm gonna slice up to make it really quick since we have a small propane tank, so this way it cooks faster. But I might make like a potatoey onion sort of like chips. And then a nice mushroom, scallions and onion burger, which would be kind of nice. So like burger and chips. So let's see how this comes out. You know,
Not having a kitchen or a fridge in the van, we really had to learn to make good use of what we got. If you remember, our refrigerator is nothing more than a cooler that we had to use ice to keep things cold. So we've even had to get more creative when it comes to grocery shopping. But I will tell you this small sort of butcher block island you see right here that pulls out really served its multi-purpose use well. All right, back to cooking dinner.
My goodness gracious.
I know.
Oh, it smells so good.
Nice golden brown onions going
Crazy.
in there. I'm about to throw in the garlic. Just let it sit in there for a couple of seconds, just kind of take shape. I have that nice crumbled up Hamburg meat with scallions. And of course, you got nice boiling over here, the potatoes with the onion and scallions and all the different flavorings. That's going to be really nice. I'm going to take those chips out of there. Once this is done, I'm going to transfer them in here to kind of crunch them up a little bit. It's going to be a smorgasbord of deliciousness as long as the propane tank lasts.
Oh, no, it's going to last. We put a new one on.
Oh, I'm excited.
Unbelievable.
Hold on. That's just trying to get a whiff of this.
Yeah.
Ah, man, what a night. I tell you, an amazing night. And if you could smell what Tina's cooking right now, it just smells amazing. I cannot wait for dinner. It's just going to be awesome. It's funny, we had planned to have a hobo dinner, basically cook our dinner in our campfire, but because of the weather, the dryness, they aren't allowing campfires, so we can't have a campfire tonight. So we had to actually cook on the propane, so it totally changed up our plans. But Tina is really creative, right, and loves being creative in the kitchen too. And this includes, includes being at a campsite, and she's making something that smells so good right now. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. My babe takes care of me really well. I love her so much, and can't wait for dinner tonight, and also rest of our days together here on the road here doing some camper van. And I think we're gonna have an amazing time. Well, I know we're gonna have an amazing time. Anyway. Wow,
For you, it's hot.
Thank you, my love. That's
Hot, hot,
amazing.
hot, hot, hot.
Woo, that is so good.
Oh, I'm
It is
coming
hot,
over to
though.
join you.
Woo, Mamma mia.
You gotta take a bite. What do you think?
Okay.
Be honest, because we mixed with the ingredients that I used here.
Mmm.
You like it?
That's so good.
The salt and pepper to
It's amazing.
taste.
Mm.
Potatoes. Yay!
Amazing. Thanks, baby. That's
You're
awesome.
so welcome.
That's awesome. Unbelievable. Master chef. Here we
Thank
go.
you.
Wow. I am spoiled. Spoiled rotten.
Yay.
Those are great. Thank you, hon.
Cheers.
Cheers, my love.
Boom.
Do this too.
Wow,
Thanks,
it
hon.
actually came out surprisingly well.
I love it.
It's almost like super hearty.
Yeah, I'm not surprised though, because you were making it.
Thank
It was
you.
really good.
I just wanted to give us like a nice, really good meal.
Oh yeah.
For the night.
Are we ready to sleep and get up super early to try to see some elk?
Yes, that would be so much fun.
Right?
Because the elk, apparently, we might even see some back here.
We might.
All the elk poop pieces all back there.
There's poop all over
There's
this
like
place.
poop everywhere.
So after a great day and a good meal, we like to have a glass of wine and enjoy the alpenglow of the sun setting on the trees. To us, this is definitely a perfect way to end a day in the van life. So we did find a perfect and private spot at this campsite to park Pearl. Now it was private enough for our outdoor shower, and since there was no toilet inside of our camper van, we had privacy in that way too. Now, one thing Dave and I really enjoy is hiking. So today, we decided to get up early, have some breakfast, and explore a little of the Arizona Trail.
There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore.
There's so much elk poop.
Yeah, it's all over.
Home of the Elks. Living with the Elks.
Exactly.
If only for a day.
Here.
All right, starting the trail. Adding our little touches to it to
Right.
let us know we were here. Our own cards.
Here we are.
All right,
Start of the
we
trail. And it's warm out.
it's really warm out.
Yeah.
It's super hot.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously we're a lot closer to the sun, being 7,000 feet up,
yeah.
so it's more intense. So
Definitely put on your sunblock.
really important to use that sunblock.
How do you feel on it?
I feel great. I really do. I feel like this is definitely something we really enjoy hiking,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to hopefully see some elk here. I mean, it's really beautiful. Look at that. You're just covered by all this great forest.
Beautiful. And I love the pine needles.
Right.
Smell of the forest.
I know. It reminds me of camp.
Yeah.
Big time. How do you feel with that pack on? That's mighty heavy.
I feel good.
Do you?
The pack kind of balances me out, I feel like.
Oh, you like it. I mean, look at those calves. Those calves are amazing.
It balances me out until it doesn't. Until my shoulder starts aching.
Until your shoulder aches.
Then I'm like, oh, my shoulder's killing me. I believe this is a ponderosa pine. And one thing about these can actually withstand forest fires. And it looks like this one has over the years.
Yeah.
I believe it has. You can see within there, almost like the bark's quite a bit darker. And I think that actually is the fact.
Tons
the
of
impact
moisture.
Of a forest fire. And so the fire will come through, knock out all the lower level brush.
Yeah.
And these will kind of hold on. You can almost see the whole forest is that way. There's
know.
not really a lot of stuff underneath.
They must have a lot of moisture retention in them to
Right.
prevent that. That's really cool.
Really beautiful trees.
Is that an elk? Is that the sound of an elk?
You gonna ride up the trail?
I don't believe so. That's the sound of a Harley, baby.
Oh my goodness. It's like an off-road.
Wow.
I love the smell of a motorcycle smoking orange.
Either he came in here and he took a poop,
Yeah,
or he was doing something he shouldn't have been and got nervous.
Thought I was losing who I call myself today in this world of illusions. Didn't dare to sing my name. That was when you came along. And
Yeah, probably at the maybe the spring runoff, you probably get water down this.
All the volcanic rock.
I know. Dry bed right now, but probably in the spring water comes out.
For some of the trees, though. Sun.
Yeah, you need that. It is hot. It's probably a great like horseback riding area, right? You should see how dusty everything is.
Yeah, that's
Everything's so dry.
amazing.
So gorgeous. And it's really not, it's not kind of a country that we're used to, right? I mean, this terrain looks quite a bit different from what we're used to seeing. So it's,
Desert-like.
yeah, it's desert-like with these beautiful pines. Now this is really interesting. We've seen this a number of times now where there's these full bottles of spring water just kind of laid out along the trail. And I'm wondering if it's something that they do. I'm not sure who does that, but it's for kind of emergency purposes to get water, because obviously it gets really hot here. We've seen it a number of times, just a full spring water bottle. Really interesting. This is a great example of the forest fire damage, but the trees actually survived. If you look at that, all these bases are all just black, but the trees survived as the fire came through. Just incredible. Yeah.
The next shaded spot, I'll have a little water.
Okay.
Just a little sip.
I have a lot. Don't hold back.
Thank you.
Have a lot of it. Big sip.
Thank you very much.
What we do is maybe the next stop we'll have maybe an apple.
That's a good idea.
Have an itch on my back.
Oh no, where is it? Let me get it.
It's right that sweaty spot.
Right here?
All right, actually right there. Right there.
Right there.
That's so itchy.
Oh, I got you, babe. I got you.
All right, there we go. That's
you go.
true love. True love.
True love.
Thank you, babe.
You know, it's moments like these that really makes us feel that living the van life is for us. That feeling of home is wherever you go, taking amazing hikes, and really just finding that little bit of peace within yourself.
Higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
All right, we have such a long walk back. You think like maybe humming a tune or singing something might lessen the time? Do you have a good like hiking tune?
I'm not familiar with any.
You make up something? 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer.
Take them down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall.
98 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer.
Take them down, pass it around. 97 bottles of beer on the wall.
Ooh, yeah. 97 bottles of beer on the wall. 97 bottles of beer.
Take them down, pass it around. 96 bottles of beer on the wall.
So here's a nice treat. We didn't catch any elk,
I know, right?
but we did happen to find two incredible folks out here now horseback riding. And they have their little guy along the way leading the pack.
Hello.
Look,
How are
leading
ya?
the pack. Hello.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Hi, how are ya? Oh, it's
today.
gorgeous.
Oh, lovely.
Great, huh?
See, what a nice treat.
Yeah.
No elk, but beautiful horses.
That's a nice way to travel.
So this might seem like an easy hike to many of folks, but to me, right now, I am exhausted. It's like all uphill, higher elevation, so you can hear the breathing. Whew, it's real, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Final stretch of the uphill battle.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong.
We are back at Pearl, babe.
Yes, that was a nice hike.
I'm like, that was an excellent hike. High five.
Nice job. Yeah.
But you know what I think I need after all that, all this soot?
What's that?
What's that? A shower!
Shower! Woohoo! Cold shower, but it might be warm.
So, up to this point, we can truly say this has been an enlightening and much needed experience. We knew this was going to be an unforgettable experience. And we also very quickly realized that RV van life living is not as easy as some people make it look, and it's not for everyone. It's a true way of life, and we get it. The one major thing this community of RV van lifers share is the passion, the freedom of the journey, the exploration, the feeling you get behind the wheel of your home on wheels. It's truly hard to explain, but you know when you feel it.
How do you shave during van life? Wow.
Let's see.
Here it is right here.
See a little
Little warm water from a boiling pot.
warm water here.
Oh. Hope you don't get that nice Rise of Resistance shirt messy. That's an amazing shirt.
Oh, it's gonna be messed. It's already messed.
No.
so I could shave topless.
All right, he's gonna do it.
You ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, much better.
Now if I can open this thing up. Let's go. I'll try a little shave cream. Yeah, this stuff works. A little bit of shave cream packet here.
Boom.
Courtesy of probably like a hotel or
Nice.
something like that. Put it on my face.
Gonna put it in his face. There he is.
Lather
Dabbling up.
All right. Well,
Santa
coming
Claus
so it
is
goes there.
coming to town, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Woo. Nice job packing.
Good job, babe.
So are we all set and ready to go?
I think so. Oh wait, one more thing.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Gotta bring the air vent in.
That's important.
I don't want to drive away with the air vent up.
No, you do
There we
not.
go.
Nice. That's it. Take that all the way down.
Lock it in.
Nice job.
Gonna lock it in here. We're ready to go.
Boom. All set.
It'll fly. Ooh.
Did you catch it?
Nope.
Wow. I was like, wow, Mr. Miyagi. All right. That's a wrap. That was so much fun. Ready to hit the road?
Yeah, I am ready. Here we go.
Let's do this. We got our snacks, got our water.
Yeah. A little bit of a driving day.
Yes. Are you ready, Pearl? Pearl says she's ready.
Pearl's ready. We got about a 2.5 hour drive back to Phoenix.
Nice. Let's do
there we
it.
go.
I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your touch.
We weren't sure what to expect with this off-grid, minimalistic boondocking experience, except to expect to take things day by day, keeping an open mind to things we weren't used to or would have to adjust to. You know, having the open road as your home and not having to adjust to a check-in, check-out process was just the tip of the joy we found on the road.
The new 2024 Winnebago Ekko. There are a ton of changes, y'all. Good or bad? Let's find out. Oh, wait, you might be thinking I'm talking about this Ekko right here. No, this is our Ekko, Desert Snow. He's a 2022 Winnebago Ekko on a Ford Transit chassis, and that is one of the biggest changes between this Ekko and the new 2024 Ekko. They're on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and Dave's gonna get into more detail about that in just a bit. I'm really excited to share with you this full tour today, as I'm gonna take you inside. We made some changes on the inside, plus we're gonna compare and show you some of those differences between the 2022 Winnebago Ekko and the brand new 2024 Winnebago Ekko. So it's gonna be sort of a comparison between the two. And is that perhaps the 2024 our dream camper van? Shh, don't tell Desert Snow, but let's find out. Welcome to our brand new renovated, no I'm just kidding, welcome to our updated Desert Snow. Now I'm going to kick off things from the front end of the RV while we're comparing the 2024, and we're going to roll it on back to the back. Now give me 1 second while I just fix this beautiful throw here of Princess Leia. We're going to make her look good for the show. Alright, so let me explain a few things you just saw. So a lot of you know that not that long ago we were in an accident with Desert Snow, which required an extensive amount of work to be done over the course of a few months. And so when that work was done, we got a couple of modifications and adjustments made to Desert Snow on the outside, which in my opinion made me feel like I wanted to do something on the inside. And you know, Grogu has been a mascot since we got Desert Snow a couple years ago. So for us, this is kind of like bringing it on home for this whole new modification inside. So all this cute stuff you're gonna see as we go through, it's really exciting. And if you have any questions I'm gonna mention about any of the things you see here from my lovely decor of Star Wars, just leave in the comment section below and I'll give you a link to that so you can go check out some Star Wars stuff for yourself. So first and foremost, ours right here is on the Ford Transit chassis. It's got the CarPlay, the big screen. It's got a nice steering wheel. Just a great use of space in the front here. The 2024 is on the Mercedes chassis, which has a little bit more of a elevated feel, higher quality look, if you will. Not so much as the height, but the width of the console on the Mercedes chassis is a bit different. I just feel it has a lot of more, a higher end quality feel. Same thing with the captain's chairs. Here, they're more of a cloth feel, where the Mercedes tends to have a little bit more of that leather feel. They kind of brought it home when it comes to a little bit more of that luxury style. So that is one of the biggest differences with the Ekko. Because it's on the Mercedes chassis, it's getting some of those Mercedes benefits.
So this round, I'm gonna have to give it to, for the front area, the console, and the captain seats, it goes to the 2024 Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes chassis because it's much better quality than what we have here. Moving on to the living room area. Well, at least it should be a living room area in my opinion. Well, in ours here, first let me just show you a little bit of our updated decor in our living room area. Right here. So let's talk about our living space here for a minute. Now, if you sit down with me for a second, this is it. This is our living room area.
2 seats that feel like you're kind of in an airplane seat.
And a table. Yeah.
Good thing is both your captain seats turn around so you can entertain in your space here, but everybody's sitting very comfortably in their airplane seats. All right, in all fairness, we've really adjusted to our living space area here. Absolutely love the big windows that we have here, especially since we do a lot of boondocking, a lot of places we like to call home on the road that are just beautiful and picturesque. It's nice to have that beautiful big window so you can let a lot of that fresh air in as well.
Now, this table does come down,
which is great, allowing you to have more space, but we never do.
also because, you know, the kitty's litter is underneath it.
Just saying, the kitty's litter.
And I know some of you Star Wars fans are probably saying, wow, look at that. She is ready to rock with her lightsaber. I'm like, yup, bring it on, Darth Vader.
So now that we fought off both
Darth Vader and Darth Maul, which, by the way, was, if you guys know Darth Maul, was he a disappointment to y'all? If he was, let us know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear you Star Wars fanatics. So now that you got a nice, perfect glimpse of what our living area looks like in our Ekko,
well, take a look at what the new living space looks like in the brand new 2024 Winnebago Ekko. It is night and day.
So as you can see, I call this the kickstand table.
This has been removed along with
Those airplane seats. They're gone.
and then replace them with sort of a comfortable vibe, more of a couch, cozy feel.
I remember a couple years ago, Winnebago brought myself and a few others in, and we kind of talked about
Some of the things we would change in the Ekko going forward.
and it feels like they listen to the 24. A lot more comfortability.
Wiggle room for you ladies that have
The hips like me just getting extra comfortable.
And I have to tell you,
I was really surprised at seeing what was over to the left.
where they added additional seats because of that additional 14 inches, it allowed them to put more seating over here. There is a storage,
Beautiful storage on top.
more storage the better. You guys know how that works in small RVs. And of course, they slid the door over. There was a picture, kind of little cute little window here on top of the new seating over here,
As well as underneath the
new storage over here, and they moved the door over a little bit, which was great use of space there. So now you not only have an area to really kind of entertain, but it feels more livable space to give yourself that separation of space, if you will. Now, one thing they did do, the lagoon table that used to be here is also gone, and now it's basically just pedestal table that looks like a square table that can be shared by both areas, from the captain seats to those comfortable looking couches. So when it comes to the dining room, living room area between
our Ekko and the brand new 2024 Winnebago Ekko, well, I'm gonna have to give it to
the brand new 2024 Winnebago Ekko with
2 thumbs up, y'all. I mean, there is just no comparison when you want to talk about
creating a separation of living space in such a small quarters. They definitely nailed it on that. Now, before we get into the next step,
which is one of my favorite spots to be, the kitchen, I want to show you.
there's been really no change when it comes to the entertainment package, as well as the extra storage compartments that you see behind behind us here, that looked very similar to ours. So a little tie on that when it comes to the entertainment package. The JBL soundbar, which we have, little storage compartments where we keep some of our video games as well as our movies for sure. Oh, I want to show you this. How cute is this? Made of real carved wood, y'all. So found this cutie patootie thing to store your keys, the little knickknacks right there. So cute. Love it. So let's talk about the comparison between our kitchen and the kitchen of the brand new 2024 Winnebago Ekko. And there is a huge difference. One of the biggest things I noticed, one, it's obviously with 14 inches, the door being pulled back, everything gets pulled back. But as you can see here, our refrigerator is on this side. In the 2024, it is completely on the other side. So it is between your bathroom and your living area is a refrigerator. And not only that, they actually have a storage compartment right above, and all your control panels from your Xantrax system to your control panel are inside that cabinet that also has a little additional storage on the top of that and your refrigerator below that, which is really interesting. So on this side here, you now have a convection microwave. What? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And the sink has been shifted from where we have, which is the Suburban, two Suburban propane burners, but they have the circular sink, a little bit wider sink than what we currently have, and basically just cabinet space. I mean, so countertop space right here. Why? Because what they've done is they've included a drawer right here that will fit your induction cooktop. Wowzer schnauzers. And that's kind of for us something that we would appreciate anyway, because we have never used the propane in here because we do a lot of boondocking as well, so we try to preserve as much propane as we can because we only have two 20-pound propane tanks. We try to be smart about how we utilize our propane for sure, but having that is amazing because then it frees you up to have a little bit additional counter space when you're not using that induction cooktop for prepping or things of that nature. Super cool. Another big change in the kitchen area, we noticed that because the refrigerator shifted to the opposite side of where it's currently located in our Ekko, you lose the little pantry space. And I could fit a lot of spices up in my little pantry, all different kinds of levels. There's 3 shelving levels in there, and I love it. Plus, not to mention, it gives us a spot to put our Berkey. And this bad boy right here comes in handy. It's like a lifesaver for us. So the Berkey and us are like best friends. So it's a good spot for it. And I did notice that in the 2024, the window that we have, this big sort of window that overlooks the outside area here from our kitchen area, it's a little narrower. Now it seems longer because obviously with that additional space, that 14 inches in addition to what we have here, allows them to have a little bit of a longer window, but it's a little narrower as well. And the convection oven looks like it was pulled down a little bit to allow you a little bit of storage up top as well. So when you're not driving, you may have a place to store little knickknacks and things like that up there.
Do or do not? There is no try. Thanks, Master Yoda. Just point out in here, I don't think there's much of a change when it comes to the bathroom area. Although I haven't really seen the interior of the bathroom, and if they made a slight adjustment here, that would be great. Just cut that off a little bit because, you know, when I'm on my storm pooper, when I'm on there, it's a little tough to sit down because this just hits your leg all the time. So, you know, if the 2024s made that slight adjustment, that'd be a plus. So, who takes home the win for the kitchen area? Is it Desert Snow? Or, I'm gonna start calling him Darth Vader. The 2024 Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Well, it goes to the Mercedes Sprinter Ekko 2024. Oh boy, I tell you, Winnebago on that one, they definitely got it right. I think having things move to the other side, I think having that extra cabinet space, it seems to be much more storage capabilities as well. I have to give it to them on that when it comes to the kitchen idea. For us anyway, we don't use the Suburban propane, we use the induction cooktops, which seem to have a little bit more efficiency. They fire up sometimes just as fast. They cool down quickly with those induction cooktops because we have cats that may jump up on counters, so it's really a peace of mind for that. All right, so for those of you that don't know how the Winnebago Ekko bathroom works, this for us is a huge bonus for something as small as a 23-foot space here. Now, I think the bathroom is still the exact same layout as the current bathroom. Sorry I don't have pictures or videos for that one, but I want to just tell you, walking into this one here, what's cool about this bathroom is it's a convertible. Look, it just closes off one side, opens up to your complete shower here with your Oxygen-X head. Just get yourself going. Ooh, fa la 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 la.
But the one that it fits up, it's pretty comfortable for me, but it's definitely comfortable for Dave. Here, let me show you.
Ooh la la la.
Oh, hey.
Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la.
Look at all that space.
Ooh la 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 la. Shower.
Now, for the bathroom, I'm gonna have to give it to Desert Snow on that one because I like the decorations a lot better. Welcome, Jedi, to your new master's quarters.
So, yeah, this is our bedroom area.
I've decked it out, Star Wars vibe going on here. We're just huge fans of Star Wars, so love it. Got my Ahsoka Tana. Dave's got the all the classics right up here.
And one thing that's different between our bedroom
and the bedroom in the 2024 Winnebago Ekko is that it's about 4 inches longer, which means Dave can actually then sleep a little bit more comfortably. His feet now touches the wall, pretty comfortable. But with that 4 inches, it gives him much more wiggle room for those toesies. So that's a bonus. So I will say there's no change to the upper cabinets, except the fact that ours are on still the older magnet system, which it snaps up to the top here, which has known to come out from time to time. But with the newer ones, they actually have an hydraulic system, so when you open it up on those hydraulic hinges, which just makes it so much more flexible and easy to use versus having to worry about those darn magnets all the time.
And I will say, so we have the new
shades. The older shades in the original Ekko, they didn't prevent the bugs from getting in there. With the newer shades that we have here in the bedroom areas, the 24 Winnebago Ekko has them in every window. So we still need to get those replaced in the front ones, which we will at some point.
Winnebago, Merry Christmas.
Just like, or these definitely help prevent the buggies from entering into your bedroom and biting all up on your skin.
So, Mishies, mommy's Mishies, tell me.
Between our bedroom here and the bedroom of the new 2024 Winnebago Ekko, who wins that one?
Yes, okay, I have to agree.
We have to give it to Desert Snow. Why? Because we just love the way he looks
and feels, and we're just all so comfortable. I mean, look,
you can't deny it. Look, she's already, look. The win goes to Desert Snow. So that completes the mission of Desert Snow versus Darth Vader, 2024 Winnebago Ekko.
So you don't have to go home, but you gotta get outside because Dave is waiting for you out there.
May the Force be with you.
Oh, and before you head out to meet Dave, let me just give you a big thank you and shout out to our friends Greg and Susie Ekko Trek, fellow Ekko owners that were able to provide us with the videos and photos that we're sharing with you today. So thank y'all. All right, get outside and see Dave.
Now let's get to the fun stuff. One of the biggest differences, of course, right out of the gate between Desert Snow and the new 2024 Ekko on a Sprinter chassis is, of course, the Mercedes Sprinter diesel engine versus the Ford EcoBoost engine in our rig. And we've driven quite a few of the Mercedes Sprinter vans. Now, some of those were the 4x4 engines. I know they've changed over to the all-wheel drive engines more recently, but still, from a power standpoint, the EcoBoost on our Desert Snow just has tremendous power. We love driving it. It's amazing going uphill. It's so smooth. It's really a dream to drive. I know certainly there's advantages to the diesel versus gasoline, but overall I have to give thumbs up to Desert Snow. Now, one thing the new 2024 Ekko has that Desert Snow doesn't have is an extra 14 inches of length. And that obviously has its pros and cons. Now I'm gonna focus on drivability because while 14 inches may not seem like a big deal, it can make a big deal in your driving experience. And we love the length of our current Ekko. We do a lot of off-roading, overlanding, things like that. And that 14 inches can make a big difference. So in terms of drivability, because of that length, I have to give the nod to Desert Snow. Now, a pro of the extra 14 inches in the 2024 Winnebago Ekko is that the garage space is actually 4 inches wider than what we have in Desert Snow. And that extra space is awesome. We would love to have extra space in the garage space. So I got to give that one to the 2024 Ekko. On Desert Snow, one of our major mods is actually adding a lift kit and more robust tires. You can see right here. On the new 2024 Ekko on the Sprinter chassis, out of stock, you actually get essentially a higher lift than we have here, it looks like, as well as those beefier tires. So that's a huge win for the 2024 Ekko. Let's talk generator, okay? Everyone's favorite subject. And please forgive us on the mud here. Just shows that we do go off-road, we do overland in this thing. That's some Utah mud right there. But in Desert Snow, you have a 2,800 watt generator, super quiet, we really like it. It runs off the gas engine, which is super important. Now in the new 2024 Ekko, there's a 2,500 watt generator, but the big difference there is that it actually runs off the propane.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's something that definitely concerns us. So in that case, running off the gas, for us, that's a big win for Desert Snow. When we bought Desert Snow, we opted for one lithium battery with 320 amps and a generator, and we actually added a second 320 watt lithium battery at the dealership because of our lifestyle and sort of how we RV. We do a lot of both hot and cold weather camping, and in the summer sun in particular, we know we're going to run the AC a lot, and we wanted to have 640 amps of lithium power available in the event we really need to drain down and run that AC.
Yeah, we have kitties too, so it's
Yes.
nice for those guys to be nice and cool during the summer.
Exactly. Now, in the 2024 Ekko, you still have the option of the 320 amp battery and the generator, but if you opt to go without the generator, it actually comes with one 630 amp Lithionics battery. So in Desert Snow, we get an additional 10 amps of power, so a little bit more, and plus having the two 320 amp batteries creates a little bit more redundancy in our opinion between if one of those batteries fails, we have the other one, where in the new 2024 Ekko, you have one 630 amp lithium battery. So I gotta give the nod to Desert Snow.
Me too.
One option that we have on Desert Snow that is no longer available on the 2024 Winnebago Ekko is the outside tailgate package, which is basically 2 propane burners up top, but most importantly, this additional fridge freezer space on the outside. And for us, we do a lot of boondocking, a lot of long-term camping. Having the extra fridge space is super important for our food. We can bring much more food items here in addition to the great fridge inside when you have this combination. So overall, definitely have to give this one here to Desert Snow. Well, we do have the extra fridge space. That, of course, comes with a cost. And when you compare the overall storage outside between Desert Snow and the 2024 Winnebago Ekko, the 2024 Winnebago Ekko has just a lot more storage compartments that are available. So, plus that additional 4 inches in the back. So you got to give the thumbs up there to the 2024 Winnebago Ekko. Okay, and just real quick, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering this, what is the difference in price between the Transit chassis versus the Mercedes chassis? We heard from a local dealer, the MSRP on the Mercedes chassis actually has increased about $23,000 from what it was on the Transit chassis. The question really is that worth it?
So what do you think, babe?
Well, I think we're gonna have to give it to both. I mean, let's face it, it's on the Sprinter chassis. The Sprinter chassis is more expensive than the Transit van chassis. So with that, and also the interior, all the different features and amenities that you're getting, the extra length does add up. So yeah, it's a pricey, definitely on the pricier side for both, but I'm gonna have to give it a wash. What about you?
I have to agree with you. For that additional money, the Mercedes Sprinter comes with a lot of additional features.
Okay. Let me just cop a seat right here. Oh, wow. Look at the sky. That looks amazing. Oh, looks like, oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, but the real reason we're in here right now, before Dave and I give you our final decision on if the 2024 Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes chassis is our dream RV, we gotta ask the kiddies. So Brady, you're first. Oh, perfect. He knows. So tell me, buddy, is Desert Snow or Darth Vader 2024 Ekko, is that your dream RV? Let us know.
Well, Desert Snow is definitely where it's at. So for me, it's a no-brainer. My litter box is in the perfect place here. So just saying, love it.
Okay, thank you, Brady. Thank you very much. Billy. Uh-huh. You, girl. Tell me, is it this? Ooh. Bailey. Or is it the other? Is it the... Okay. She just says she's happy where we are. So I don't know. We got to ask Dave. Let's wrap this up. Hey, and by the way, be sure to follow us on our Instagram, Let's Turn It Up World. I'm going to be sharing some cool videos and photos of the interior. I'm super excited to kind of give a little bit more what I'm going to be doing inside for our Star Wars renovation.
Okay, so babe.
Yeah.
Is the new 2024 Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes chassis? Is that your new dream van?
I have to say this. It doesn't matter what the count is for moi.
I really like the interior of the 2024. I think the 2024 really kind of captured a lot of things that are missing in the Ekko for us since we're in it pretty much all the time. So I feel like it's one of those double-edged things, but it's like when you're buying a house. It's like the neighborhood. It's like, you know, you got it, the schools. You can look at past a lot of things, but does the school systems work? In other words, I think Desert Snow is best for me. And I think the biggest thing is because of the lifestyle that we lead within this space, we do a lot of boondocking, and that generator currently, you know, running off the propane versus running off like us, the gas, and we're off in the boonies, or if I'm by myself, I like having that extra security blanket for me.
But yeah, that's just me. And I know
At some point in time, either we're gonna upgrade or I'm gonna renovate, one or the other.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I mean, I'm so biased here. I mean, Desert Snow is our home.
Yeah.
We've been through so many amazing adventures with Desert Snow, and I just, you know, for me, Desert Snow is still the dream van.
Yeah,
for
so
us,
you heard it. You heard it from the cats. I mean, Bailey was kind of like, hey, as long as I'm with you guys. Brady was like solidly on Desert Snow. So for us, it's Desert Snow. But we hope you enjoyed this tour and the comparisons between ours and the new 2024 Winnebago Ekko on the Mercedes Sprinter van chassis. And hey, take a second, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you keep getting some of the best adventures out there. As a matter of fact, we have some really cool adventures coming up. So be sure to follow us on our newsletter, turnitupworld.com/newsletter.
I've been a little upset because I haven't had a chance to Christmas shop.
Because I've been stressing about Christmas gifts.
The pressure is on, guys. Oh man, I am not sure what to get Tanya. I think I have spotted Tanya.
I have no idea what to truly get him for this, but I will tell you this. You know how I roll, y'all.
It is definitely chilly up here in the mountains. We're in the beautiful area of Lake Tahoe, California in the winter, and we're staying in this luxury mountain cabin in the snow. This cabin is in Truckee, California. Now, Truckee is known during this time of year to be just an incredible Christmas town. So not only are we going to give you a full tour of this amazing luxury mountain cabin, which has some of the most advanced features we've ever seen in a mountain cabin, but we're gonna head into Truckee and explore everything it has to offer during the winter. Now, I have to say, Tanya has been pretty upset recently because we've just been so busy. We've had no chance to do Christmas shopping. So today in Truckee, it really gives us a perfect opportunity to go Christmas shopping. So we're definitely gonna split up. We're gonna take you along with us. I have no doubt it's gonna be pretty interesting. 'Tis the season.
I am so excited to be checking out this Christmas town of Truckee. I'm not sure if Dave told you, but I've been a little upset because I haven't had a chance to Christmas shop. So this is going to be exciting. And then he says there's something special planned for tonight. So I am excited. Oh, and look at this. How cute is this Christmas sweater?
It's my only one, so you'll probably see it
Multiple days, just warning you. So our means of transportation to downtown Truckee is this ginormous camper. So we are hoping that we can find truck camper. So we're hoping we can find some parking in the historic downtown area of Truckee. I think we should. What do you think?
Optimistic, baby, optimistic.
That's how we roll. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of options. Look at all those shops over there. All up and down the row, all up and down here. There's quite a few shops. I'm very excited. I think I'll find something special.
Now I gotta say this, parking the truck camper is a breeze. Definitely easier, you know, it's smaller, a little bit narrower than Desert Snow. So we actually fit it right into a street spot right here.
Voila!
Hold the fort, Dad.
Hold the fort.
You hold the fort. Hold the fort. So I've already walked along the strip here, and I'll tell you, there's certain things that caught my eye that I think would capture Dave's as well. I have no idea what to truly get him for this, but I will tell you this. wherever something's calling me to walk in, I'm gonna walk in, and if it has Dave's name all over it, I'm getting it.
The pressure is on, guys. Oh man, I am not sure what to get Tanya. I do gotta say though, there's a lot of cool looking stores, and I'm really looking for jewelry. Tanya loves, handmade, very unique jewelry pieces. So there's some places in here I definitely want to check out. Fingers crossed I can find the perfect thing.
All right, so I think I may have found, thank you. I think I may have found a really cool shop for Dave. Something about this vibe. Even the hats, the flannels, the shirts, I'm just calling my name here. So let's see what we can find. So I found another area of shirts. I have a lovely, lovely assistant here who's helping me find something really fabulous for Dave.
Yes.
We've already found one. I think he's really gonna like the color of this one.
Very
and
nice.
I think the quality feels, you know how I roll, y'all.
Nice,
quality.
high quality cotton.
I like that. Thank you.
Yes, good.
So one more. What do you think?
One of my favorites is this solid green. They call this serpent. See
Oh,
how it kind of
shines,
iridescent?
yeah.
This is a beautiful
Okay,
shirt.
I like this one and love the color. It's one of his
Color's
favorites.
beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, that was easy.
That was real easy.
thumbs
We
up.
like that one.
See, the magic has definitely drawn me in the right direction. So I didn't catch your name.
I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie has told us that we are actually in the oldest establishment here in the area, 1906.
1906.
That's amazing.
In the same family.
In the same family, which we know we love supporting that local family vibe. So
Thank
this is
you.
exciting.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Tanya.
So the bad news is I have not bought anything yet, and it's starting to get dark. Now the good news is that I've seen a whole bunch of things, and I've been trying to narrow down and decide exactly what I'm going to buy. And actually in this shop behind me here, they have a lot of cool things, but one thing that Tanya loves is the really kind of soothing aromas, like soothing skin softeners, things like that. They're all natural. They have a whole section there on that. I'm gonna take a gamble and pick up a couple things in there, and hopefully, almost like more like stocking stuffer kind of stuff. Hopefully she likes it. And the section I was talking about is right over here. And I could definitely use folks' help. I was thinking about this right here. It's a spray, kind of a room spray called Serenity Lavender and Chamomile. I know Tanya loves both of those, like lavender and chamomile, and she loves spraying the room with kind of soothing aromas. So I am gonna give that one a shot. Called 8 days, and I hope she likes it. And then this other one too, right over here. It's a skin hydrating called Dew, skin hydrating serum. I know Tanya's always putting that on, so these are kind of the stocking stuffer items. So what do you guys think? Hopefully it's a good choice. Hopefully Tanya likes it. And another big bonus is that they are wrapping both of those for a gift, so I can avoid the wrapping. So that's a good thing. That's a thumbs up.
I think he's going to really like these here, but I gotta pick up a few more things just because I feel a little tardy to the party with Christmas shopping. I gotta make it extra special, so maybe one more shop. Let's see what's calling our name. Okay, this is the store right here. So let's, moment of truth, let's go in and see if we can find that Who's Next album. First off, loving it. Heading to the basement where all the records are found. Yay! All right, so I have found the rock section. Here we are. Moment of truth. Can we find it? Can we find it? W. It's over here. All right, bring it up. Joe Walsh. Maybe they put it under the for the Who. Oh no, they might not have it. So far, I'm not seeing anything here. I'll have to ask to find out to see if they have it, but I don't see it here. No. Well, at least I tried. I think we struck out. So I did not see the Who album here. So that's one. If I had more time, I would have totally had it ordered. It just popped into my head as I'm walking past this place that I wish I could have found something for him here. But there's always a birthday. All right, well, you know what? I am happy. I think he's really gonna like what I got him here. At least I hope he does. It's always one of those things when you're shopping last minute, and some of you that shop last minute know what I'm talking about. You just hope you find something that whomever you're shopping for likes. Well, he's gonna like it.
Okay, now it's time for the big one. Now behind me is a jeweler called Bluestone Jewelry. They're a local family-owned jeweler, and they produce a lot of handmade jewelry here, and some things I thought looked really amazing. I have my eye on something in here, which I think is really special. I'm gonna share with you guys. Hope you guys like it. Hope Tanya loves it. these pieces down here. I think they're really cool. They're all shaped. If you can make that out, they're all shaped. Basically Lake Tahoe, locally designed Lake Tahoe. And you can see some actually have an emerald for Emerald Bay, which I think is super cool. So you have this amazing stone with diamonds around and emeralds. Yeah, so this one right here looks incredible. If you can kind of tell me about it, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. These are original designs. We're a family-owned business here. We've been around for 15 years. These guys are what I call our fancy Tahoes. They are white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and diamonds. This particular one you see is a Hydra Blue Topaz. It's a unique stone to our store. It has no inclusions to it, so it looks like a drop of our lake water inside the pendant. Some of them have backings and some of them don't, so you can see the clarity of the stone or the depth of the lake. We also have little emerald bays, or emeralds in the location of Emerald Bay, which is a really special part of
I think
Tahoe.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Because this is actually Tanya's my first time up here. We're gonna be here for Christmas. I figured this is like a special moment, a great memory. I think to me, I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Wonderful.
And I think we should.
You want to go with that one?
Absolutely. And would you wrap that?
I'd be happy to wrap
That'd be
it for
wonderful.
you. Yep. Here you are.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas.
See ya.
Bye bye. That's a wrap. So I'm pretty excited to give this a Tanya. I think there's some really special gifts. But it is time for dinner. I gotta catch back up with Tanya because we have dinner reservations that it's getting pretty close to. I think I have spotted Tanya. She's actually over at this amazing Christmas tree. Go and get across here. Tanya's taking a photo of some folks. Hey Tanya, nice job.
Hey, thank
How are you doing?
See, I use my little professionalism to help. The Christmas spirit is in the building. I'm
Yes.
so excited. Oh my God.
So
excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm excited.
It's
I'm
gonna
excited because I can't believe last minute shopping so quickly. I think I found the perfect gift for you.
I'm excited to share the gifts I got for you too. And I feel like Truckee is a really nice Christmas town.
It is such a beautiful, and I love this. Look at this tree before we have to head to dinner because we're going to be late. Look at this here for dinner.
Yeah.
Look at this tree. Oh, it's so festive, right?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I blend right in, don't
You
I?
do.
I look like a Christmas ornament on the
Exactly,
tree.
without the lights.
So Dave's got the Holy Spirit. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Holy Spirit, activate. What am I supposed to do?
Holy Spirit, activate.
Have you been naughty or nice?
I might
Has
answer
Dave
that
been naughty
question.
or nice? It depends on how many gifts he's getting. Okay, well, I guess.
I'm always naughty.
Like, no gifts for you. So Dave-o,
What, baby?
I found a spot here
Oh,
to put
awesome.
our sticker, and it's empty, so I'm not going over someone. I found the purpose right there. Hopefully it stays. It's a good sticker, it will. Gotta get all the bubbles out of
There
it.
it is.
All the bubbles are out. There it is.
That looks cool,
oh
right
my
there.
gosh, that's so cool. All right, so I have to say this. If you are coming to truck and you see that sticker, take a picture of yourself with that sticker pointing to it so we know it's you. The first 5 folks that will do that will send you some Turn It Up World merch.
Where's that sticker? One more time.
You gotta find it one more time. And it's right by a restaurant called Old Town Tap Pizzeria. The first 5.
Find out.
I don't know, babe, I am so hungry. Are you starving?
I am, and it looks like we made it right on time, actually. Fellas, this looks
Yes.
cool.
Does not look too busy yet. I think we just got one of the early reservations.
Because we like early
We
reservations.
do.
It's gonna be nice and warm inside, I hope. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
Toast to my wonderful husband. This has been an amazing day, and I'm sure we're gonna have an amazing night, and I'm so happy.
Oh.
I got some good stuff for you.
Thanks, babe. It's my amazing wife. Love you so much, Tanya.
Love you so much. Yay,
Cheers.
cheers.
Oh, that tastes good.
That hit the spot. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight.
Babe, I gotta say, I love the vibe in here, right?
Chill,
Very chill. Like, the team is great. So,
As we always say, that is like, the food can be phenomenal. If the team sucks, the food's gonna be terrible.
exactly.
This is a
Right.
good start.
And I love how the menu is very focused, right? You have basically like 3 or 4 items in each category, whether it's like a starter or the main dish size, right? It's not overwhelming,
No.
which is great. So, they kind of really focus on it. And they talk about, like on the website, it says soulful, locally sourced.
Oh, you
Right.
had me
That's
at
how-
soulful.
Exactly, right? So I'm excited.
So like Dave mentioned before, the menu is simple. but I love what they had on there. So for the starters, we're getting the toasted eggplant dip with tahini, salsa verde, sunflower seeds, and that house-made focaccia. The eyes for our host just went like this when she told us about it, so we had to get that. I'm going with the hamachi for a starter. Dave's getting with the little gem, sun-dried tomatoes. You'll see all that as it comes. And of course, we both had to go for the Alaskan cod and the fingerlings. Now Dave's gonna go out there and show you guys, gonna give us a quick sneak peek. You know, Chef Jesse's really gonna turn it up for us tonight. Very excited.
We have our house-made toasted eggplant dip and our house-baked focaccia bread.
Ooh,
Enjoy.
oh my
Thank you.
gosh. Mmm, already started.
Time to get the party started.
It's very good. I love the bread. The focaccia is super soft. It's warm, doughy. Eggplant, that cool freshness to it. The crunch from the sunflower seed in there. It's very good, Dave. I think you are actually gonna like this. The eggplant is not overpowering. It actually complements the focaccia very well. All right, first reaction for a person who doesn't like eggplant.
I gotta say, babe, now, you know I'm not an eggplant person at all, but I don't know, minced up like this and with all the ingredients mixed together and that great focaccia bread, I mean, this is very good.
What'd you think of the whipped tahini on that?
I liked everything. The whole bite was perfect. Everything kind of blended together nicely.
See?
Nothing was like overpowering. It was just right.
Just
right. Thank you.
Yeah, and before you
Voila.
guys leave, I gotta give you guys a follow. So
Yes, that'd be great. Thank
yeah, I'd
you.
love to see this stuff. So.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, babe, you excited?
I'm very excited. I'm like looking at this like, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much flavor just coming off this plate. I'm just gonna grab and devour. How's that sound?
I can't wait to see it.
I have to say it's very good. I love yellowtail. I think the flavor, it's tender in texture. The mandarin really pops out of this. There's the crunch that you get from the little bit of ingredients that are wrapped around that. The sauces just blend perfectly. And the avocado, it's almost like a hidden soft texture in there. You don't really taste the avocado pop like you would normally, but it just has that buttery texture to it, which in my opinion it's very good. And of course, Dave's favorite. These cute little tiny mushrooms. Dave's favorite.
Mushrooms.
What's your favorite?
I love the presentation of this, right? With the little gems, the sun-dried tomatoes, and that lemon anchovy dressing. That's definitely something that caught my interest. I definitely want to try. Should I dive right in, babe?
You should. It's almost like their version of the Caesar salad.
Right? I'm jumping right in. I love the anchovy dressing. You know, I was a little worried that maybe it was going to be too lemony. It is not at all. It's really a perfect kind of mix with the lemon and the anchovies. Great flavor. And it's funny, when we came in here and we talked to Casey, the general manager, and he talked about how this is kind of like California mountain fare. And this definitely kind of makes me think about that kind of mountain and also kind of that California vibe. I mean, this is good. You're going to definitely like it, Ben.
So first we brine our locally caught black cod, brine it in a mirin salt brine, and then we get the pan hot, we fire roast it in our hearth oven with some smoked cabbage. We finish it with a little bit of yuzu beurre blanc, some smoked Malden, and then some beautiful wasabi mizuna that I personally pick out from the farmer's market every week, as well as some radishes and a little bit of shiso oil.
Love fingerlings, crispy potato and sauce. Love them.
So like I said, the greens, it's like one of my favorite greens. I get it from the farmer's market. It's a wasabi mizuna, locally grown in the foothills of Auburn. The cabbage is from the farmer's market. I try to get all my produce from the farmer's market because the fresher the ingredients, the better it's going to taste.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, and then you have a beautiful yuzu miso beurre blanc. That's the sauce, and like I said, the smoked cabbage, some beautiful radishes, and a little bit of shiso oil.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You guys enjoy.
Thank you. You can smell the char on that smoky vibe in there. It's just Too pretty to eat.
You have the honors badge.
It's so pretty.
It does look amazing.
Oh, tender to the cut. All the different flavors in that. Oh my. Look at how it just breaks apart. So tender. So tender. That is really good, Dave. You love cod. I know you love cod. You're gonna really love this. There's a lot of great flavors coming out of that. Really smokiness. Not something I'm used to when it comes to cod. Almost like you just want that buttery tradition when it comes to cod, but that's amazing. A lot of great flavors coming out. I have to try these locally grown greens here. Kind of farmer's market greens. Another dynamite dish. Really pleased with this, and I know you're gonna like this, so eat up while it's hot. What would dinner be without dessert, huh?
I gotta have it.
And what do we got? Chocolate tart.
Chocolate tart and a lot of good stuff with
A
it.
lot of ganache.
I think we should dive in together.
You think so?
How about I feed you? I'll feed you.
No, I'm gonna get you first. I gotta get that reaction.
Okay.
Go for it.
If you insist.
Oh, dig in. Just dig in the cup. Just
There we go.
yeah.
Right there. A little bit of this.
Oh, he's making. Oh.
A little bit. I'm grabbing it. There, a little bit of that. Here we go.
A little of this, little of that. Down the hatch. We are exhausted, y'all. So we'll see you in the morning for the tour. Good night.
Good morning, babe. Good morning, babe. I love you.
I love you. Oh my gosh, he is the best. Thank you to the best husband in the world who always supplies me with the most important piece of the morning, coffee. And now that we've had our caffeine, I think it's a great opportunity for us to share with you our new home here in the mountains. So if you followed our last episode, you know that we came up to the Lake Tahoe Truckee area to enjoy the holidays in a winter wonderland in a truck camper. Now, I'll tell you one thing, although that truck camper is super cool, it is no desert snow when it comes to space. So when Village Camp Outdoor Resorts let us know that we can stay here in their elite mountain cabin, we were all in. So let's get into the tour. So we are gonna work our way from the front to the back, including the cool loft area that they have here. And first, we need to shed a little light on the subject. So, Wingardium Leviosa. That is super cool. Ease and convenience is the way to be. Now, I love that feature because you can let all of that natural light in with just a few quick clicks of a few buttons to get that floor to ceiling window, natural light, sunshine coming in. And speaking of the windows, I feel they're like a triple pane window because when they're closed, you can hardly hear any of the sounds from the outside bleeding in. Now, behind this custom soft close drawer cabinet here is not one washer and dryer, but two washer and dryer dual stacks. And after all those fun adventures we had in our truck camper, well, we'll be using this for sure. I will say, coming from Desert Snow, I feel like there's so much storage. But there's quite a bit of storage in here as well. And they've put them in sort of unique places to make it feel a little bit more fluid, if you will. So I'm sitting in the living room area here, and your wood coffee table that you see right here, well, that is storage. And what's in there right now are winter clothes. So it's great use of space for that. But that beautiful sort of custom cabinet that you see where the entertainment side is, well, that's a lot of storage there as well. So that's where your storage is gonna go, from maybe your shoes to some blankets, things like that as well. And one section is designed like a pantry for your silverware, dishes, plates, and things like that. Welcome to the multi-use table. I call this like your office space, which is what we've been using it for, or your kitchen table. And because it has wheels, you can pull this out, you can kind of sit around it, have your dinner, or it can be used as like an island, in my opinion. So you have a little bit extra counter space for prepping if you're looking to entertain in a small space. What I like about it too is it can actually just tuck away right back in the corner, allowing you to not waste a lot of space. This has to be one of my favorite places in this tiny mountain cabin, and it's the kitchen, because you guys know I love to cook. And I am just gonna start from left to right. I have to tell you, super quiet dishwasher, compact and perfect for this space. Has like a microwave, small enough, perfect for those popcorn nights, which is for heating up something pretty quickly. I love the open cabinetry here. And one of the biggest reasons why I love that is too many closed cabinets will always make the space feel small and cramped. By having just a little bit of a in-depth shelf, things like that, you can put your plants or flowers. I just think it creates a nice, voluminous space. This, love it. The spring kind of gooseneck faucet in the deep sink. Bing, that's a big plus. Love the butcher block here. And I love how they supplied this with us. Little Godiva dark sea salt chocolate. We'll be eating that later. And some Tahoe artesian water. The water drinking from the faucet, by the way, just tastes so refreshing. It's like mountain, just spring water. That's what it tastes like, just fresh and cold, nice and cold. You got a 3-burner induction, 2 small, 1. They have a vent, and I love this. You know, some vent hoods don't necessarily vent out. Well, that one vents out. So all that cooking scent and smells just goes right out of your tiny mountain cabin. Oh, but you might be asking, hold on a second. Where's the oven? Well, you have right here a convection oven, which is great for this space. I mean, for us, this is something I wish we had in the RV. Since we don't have an oven, I can do my baking, things like that as well. So now I get creative by using Dutch ovens or cooking out on coals to really kind of create that oven concept. A little bit more prep work, but a lot of fun. Okay, hold on a second. Where's the refrigerator? Well, I think they did a great job on this too. These custom cabinets. You got storage up here, then you got your refrigerator here. We have all of our goodies in it, so I'll show you that in just a second once I rearrange it, freshen it up. Yep, and a bottom freezer. And speaking of freezer, and we both love this weather. Love that we can wear cozy sweaters like this, and I get to bust out my wool Smokey the Bear socks. How cute are those? So I want to point out something really quick before we move into the next room, which I think is a super cool feature in this tiny cabin. And it's a Lunos system, ventilation system. Each room has 2 ventilation systems. And what does that do? Well, from my understanding, it actually brings in fresh air, heats that air, and then there's another one that actually sucks out the stale air. So it's constantly circulating fresh air. And then at times it reverses. So the other one will do exactly what the first one did, and it's a connected system that's in each room. So each room will have 2 of those, with the exception of the bathroom, which we'll show you, which has 1 big one. Super cool. And it looks like this. Just turn them on. Let that fresh air begin. The bathroom is small but effective. It has a large shower, which is really nice. Doesn't have the tub, which Dave really loves, but a shower, that's power. It has a nice full sink. The mirror actually lights up at night, so you just push the button on the mirror. But one of the coolest features in this bathroom, outside of the Lunos that it has in the shower, that purifier we talked about earlier, is what's under my feet. This right here, y'all, is a warm-up, and what it's doing is it has heated floors in here, which I wish we totally had in Desert Snow. So in those winter cold months when the floor is feeling a little chilly, well, you have heated floors in here. So maybe that might be a Christmas present to ourselves next year. Josie's just so nicely. Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh, and before heading up to the master bedroom, I'm gonna show you this here. It says a whole home surge protection. I'm assuming that just means basically if there's anything that's surging through the house, this is to protect every outlet versus having individual ones throughout, but that's pretty cool. to our master bedroom. It's small, but it's cute and cozy. The queen size bed in here, 2 nightstands. It also has its own thermostat in here. So there's a thermostat out there controlling that space and a thermostat in here that you can also control this space. Same thing with the Luno systems for that nice circulation of air, which is pretty nice, especially in a smaller room like this. You get that circulation of fresh air. But I will tell you, it's a small, cute closet, drawers. But the best thing in here is this comforter and those pillows. It is so cozy, you guys. Like, when you lay down, I tell you, you almost feel like you just don't want to get up. I'll see you later. Yes, now it is a tiny home, so the stairs are not going to be the traditional stairs that you get in a normal house. They're a little narrower and a lot steeper. But once you make your way on up here, you're embraced by a cute loft area with 2 twin beds. There's a little bit of a foot ottoman that's right over there for storage. The comforters are the same as the downstairs master bedroom, so super cozy. The lamp, extra plugs, and I love that sort of mountain feel you get between the coloring, the decor, the headrests, which are kind of that solid wood feel, and the nightstand, which is like almost like looks like a wood trunk. So it's really cool, super cool. Windows on both sides. There's windows back here, but you know, it's amazing. And I'll have to tell you one thing. If you're tall like Dave, I would not recommend standing up, right, babe?
Oh, you can't do it.
You can't do it. Why?
Can't
Because you'll
do
just
it.
hit your head. So, you know, it's probably designed for more of the kiddos if you had that, or if you're like just young and rambunctious and you're just here to enjoy a good time and you don't mind hitting your head 20 times. But hey, this is cute. See what I mean? See what I mean? Hunchback of Notre Dame. And finally, we saved the best for last. Going to grab 2 glasses. Number 1 and number 2. Yes, little vino on the deck.
Look at that fire, huh? That's pretty sweet. But I gotta say something. The last 3 nights, it's been really nice being in this mountain cabin, you know, coming from Desert Snow, which is small, and then obviously from the truck camper, which is even smaller than Desert Snow. This mountain cabin has felt like a mansion to us. It's so much space, so much luxury amenities. It's been a nice break for us, and going into Truckee, getting the Christmas gifts. I am super excited to give Tanya her gifts on Christmas Day. I think she's gonna really love the gifts, and she deserves to have just an amazing holiday and Christmas. She works so hard. I'm so proud of her. I love her so much, and I really think this is gonna be a memory we will cherish for the rest of our lives.
Hey.
Hey, what do you got, babe?
Of course. What do you do on a nice cold night and you have a little fireplace? Well, you have to have some red wine.
Okay, I'm all for that.
Yay. So I am so proud of us for doing this. We needed this break, babe.
I know, it's been amazing.
It's been amazing. And
been
I have
really
to
nice.
give you a toast to the most incredible husband any woman can ask for. I love you so much. And I'm looking forward to all the wonderful adventures together. I'm so happy we were able to get into that town and to find something, because I've been stressing about Christmas gifts.
Well, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love you so much,
I love
baby.
you so much. Merry
You're
Christmas.
everything.